here we go. DCQ getting ready to go up against Angry Bird versus Vortex. Last chance versus NASR right now.
Let's go.
All right, here we go. DCQ, Angry Bird, coming up, the JP versus Ken. Angry Bird has definitely fought the best. DCQ may be indifferent.
This is the run back, ladies and gentlemen, to see how much of a difference a couple of weeks makes for these two players. Angry Bird has to settle back a little bit, creating space for himself with DCQ, obviously from the departures being a little bit closer in, right? It's going to be mid-screen rather than right on top of Ken's head from 3/4 of the screen. Just counter in. Back-to-back throws.
Already in this corner. Oh, DI just in time. Not going to be enough. DCQ's got an opportunity, but drops the combo.
That's fine. He gets the burnout at least. There's one thing. Even if you miss out on the damage, at least get some of that burnout going.
Oh, wow. Got too greedy right there. He cracking already. Angry Bird. It's that first round. Fourth throw.
Oh man, that's so tricky to drive rush, whipping at the right front of his face. DCQ thinking he had to tech, but yo, the overhead still finds the mark. Not gonna miss the combo this time. The Archer midway through. Angry Bird not gonna be phased by it. I like the response with fireballs actually in contention with the initial setup on departure.
And the normals on top of that, right? Ooh, not close enough to get the follow up. Very slow-paced match going on. You can see the normal starting to come into play. Departure. Mid-screen on top of that. You see how Angry Bird instantly backed up. Tries to get the throw. Aware this time. Holds his ground on the jump in. They switch positions though.
Back to back. Low medium kick. As the drive rush on in there. Looking for a fade is.
And the follow up into level 3. CA on top of that. Sit down and shut up.
Believe me, I know the damage, bro. Angry Bird, listen, he just took his hands off. He's like, yeah, that's dead. Punk said that's dead. That's dead. There's no Sage Jam here, bro.
No, James Chen.
No, it's well, it's Sage Jam thing now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, he stole it?
He stole it. Huh? Get that. Can't give him no peace, bro. He told James in a bit, the bit ain't come yet.
In a bit. Love.
That's what he told. No, he told him bless. He was like, bless.
Thank you for the text.
All right. DCQ looking to find the rebuttal, looking to find the answers, right? Took a considerable time to figure out what needs to be done by going back into game number 2. The scramble going in favor of Angry Bird, setting him off at 1 game at the advantage of DCQ. Trying to draw out some of these phantoms to see how Angry Bird reacts, checking in with the crouching light punch.
Nice interrupt, carry to the corner. Tick throw not going to be successful. DCQ trying to stop the momentum of Angry Bird, and it does not look like it's going to happen right now, as he's still in this corner. Punish counter this time, tries to get a conversion off of it, and just barely out of range for that DI to do his job on the wall. Nice check on the Zhen ride.
Oh, even better punish counter from the side of Angry Bird, though.
Tries to go for the throw, jumps out of there, commits, and the DI works. Gonna get the full punishment, the rest of the drive bar. Angry Bird.
His punish counters are so optimal. They're so good looking, too. So stylish.
Man, Ken enhanced combo routes, the coolest.
So much damage. Punish counter. All that from the punish counter, just making it hurt.
Okay.
The crouching jab counter hit the face.
Oh, the standing heavy punch on top of it. Back throw to the corner you go.
All over the cobblestone. That's actually good. Oh my god, the spike coming in too. So that's one of the tactics we were looking at. Oh, level 3 incoming. So I'm loving the change up now from DCQ. Throwing out the departure and immediately setting it off to contest against the fireball that Angry Bird wants to be throwing out there.
Still got a chance though, Angry Bird.
Oh, it's fine. Oh, listen. Where's the chip at? Oh.
And that's why you hit the feint, because he definitely started scouting instantly the Phantom. Gets the anti-air. DCQ still there.
Really big guess scenario. A lot of confidence now coming from DCQ. Kind of changing it up. There's been significant change-ups. As soon as he gets this knockdown right here, we're going to see a different side of this departure. Set it up. Oh no, he's not. He's going right into the Phantom. I'm loving this. The wheel of options really being turned here against Angry Bird. Having him to force the guess.
With punish right there on the crouching medium to throw. This time gonna work. Dash rush. Ooh, tries to stand up, gets picked up by the crouching low forward. Overhead hit. Into the level 3. Ooh,
that was a counter hit as well. Full conversion too, and I'm loving that. Not too many hits behind it. A chunk of damage. Forward throw, not gonna kill.
Guess for life. That is your life. 2 games to none right now. DCQ, the last leg right here versus the 4 versus Vortex.
Well, maybe not you, but he's in his own head right now. He's telling himself all these things. I understand.
What do you think he's telling himself? Like, what would you be telling yourself?
At this moment, I'm just like, why my teammates that relying on me talking to me? If they have so much information, why they didn't go here finally? That's what I'm telling myself right now.
Is that what you were saying when you were teaming up with Panda?
Nah, because they didn't really give me advice, really, to be honest. They did, but it was good advice. And it was a lot of times when I be winning, to be honest. So.
Nah, JB does give good advice.
But right now, he just pretending he wants the advice, but he's lost. Like,
really?
When I feel this way, I still feel very confident I could win.
Goes back in. All right, here we go. Round 3. Well, game 3, excuse me. 2-0 on side of Angry Bird. And already gets the throw. Here we go. DCQ strolls up, gets the throw.
You saw the red man flashing on the light.
Right. Oof. Instant contention. Oh, perfect parry. Okay, didn't even go for the throw. Crouching heavy punch, conversion back to the corner.
He was going to go for the conversion anyway.
Ooh, another one. Yeah.
Right? It's going to be a lot of damage. Oh no, he dropped it. He missed the heavy kick.
Not sure what he was looking for there. Burnout on the side of Ken and Angry Bird, but it's not stopping the oppression.
Nice.
DI punish counter on top of that full screen. Drive bar not looking too good for Angry Bird.
Potentially, yeah, we're going to see the double departure. Yeah, either way, even if he dodged it, the anti-air was ready. If he stayed grounded, it would have been chip territory no matter what. That was a great checkmate for DCQ.
Remember, 2 games down right now for DCQ and versus Vortex. Text to throw. Almost got the reaction out of him, but did get the counter hit combo. Conversion.
What a pop-up, too. Archer in front, I see, and also the feint to keep Angry Bird in place. No fireball either. We're starting to see Angry Bird's
jump back, got a big counter hit there. Goes for the level 3. That's gonna be a game on the board. And it took him a while to get there. But he's here now, gets a game, a perfect at that, and we're going to game 4.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. Gotta remind himself, it's a marathon, not a sprint. DCQ taking his time to assess every single game that happens, some of the minute details that Angry Bird has been throwing at him on defense, on offense. I will say DCQ's defense, one of the best in the league. He's already adapted to everything that Angry Bird has thrown him in this game. The Dragon Lashes, how many perfect parries did you see? His movement away from potential threats of a frame trap, of throws. DCQ doing an excellent job with the readjustments.
But it took him 2 games to get there. And if he doesn't adjust faster to whatever Angry Bird changes up this game, it's going to be the end for versus Vortex. But here we go. Once again, this match could be the end for NASR. And by that, I mean they'll make it a 40-point game. Oh, perfect parry on the DI.
being too far to get a back throw as well. I totally get him just going for the damage, or at least going for the corner positioning on the other side of the screen. I do appreciate that. Setting him full screen is so great to set yourself up. Double departure as well. What are you, a canned sandwich? Let's see what happens afterwards. Oh, and he tried to move out of what? The cane swing? Yeah, we're on top of JP. The other departure on Ken. Right in the middle, too. You get a punish off of that. Oh, that was sick. But no, the spike is what messed up DCQ's timing and the positioning for the combo.
But it's got him in burnout, so he can't close out. Angry Bird gets a lot more active, tries to go for the jump in. And now that NASR bench is talking a little bit.
Giving so many different looks. Angry Bird now starting to go with the fireball strategy. Let's see how much of this can really deter DCQ from moving on in. Sometimes you to take some of the damage, at least towards the drive gauge.
Playing a very slow-paced game right now. Gets the sweep. Wake up OD uppercut from Angry Bird. Wow. Interrupt on the dash up. Gets the knockdown. Departure's there. Anti-arrow. Just clean walk-up, crouching heavy punch, but doesn't stop the jump-in throw. Ken back on the offensive. Another throw. Oh, backdash. Uh-oh, the tick throw game is looking real strong right now.
Oh, that was a counter hit off with the second jab. Archer sending out the ghost, another spike, doing a feint, DCQ, he's trying to create the obstacle force and the illusions against Angry Bird. Angry Bird's not going to budge, use the rest of that drive gauge, man. That's going to be level 1 incoming. Yes, sir, sealing the deal at least to tie it up in the round, looking at match point against the team.
All right, team match point here for NASR versus Vortex. DCQ, what do you got? Crouch medium kick. No parry this time. That gives him a back throw for Angry Bird. Uppercut. Clean anti-air jump in. And now he's in this corner situation. Checks the Jinrai. Gets the knockdown. Spins a little meter for the double departure. And now trying to walk out of this corner.
Oh, forward does try the connection just at the tip of the heel too. Let him drop. Get an uppercut afterwards.
Doesn't spin the level 3. That next hit means he can cash out. You're dead. Level 3.
Let's go.
Level 2.
Oh, you already know.
Waste the Vortex Fusion Nighttime. That is a 40-point catch for NASR going into the playoffs. What a dominant victory over versus Vortex. A lot of close instances there, but nowhere near enough to stop the train that is NASR.
If I were to tell you that we gathered the best players from around the world here to compete, I would only be giving you half the story. Street Fighter League is nothing like other Capcom tournaments. This is a team event where no individual part is greater than the whole. We know what these players can achieve on their own. We've seen their greatness. There is no need to question that. It's MenaRD! The question is, can they put their ego to the side? Can they put their pride aside? Can they sacrifice themselves in order for their team to win? It's one thing being up on that stage by yourself and all your glory and controlling the outcome. It's completely different putting on that jersey with 3 other people and trusting that the next man up is going to do their job. This is where the talking ends and the fighting begins. New game, new rules, new season. Welcome to Street Fighter League.
Welcome to Street Fighter League season number 6. This is it right here, episode number 10 with Vicious, as well as my boy, my brethren, my family, Tasty Steve, to bring you all into what's about to happen. It's going to be as intense as ever because of the race that's been so close. But before we even give you the spiel of what's going on, we have a 3-way race that's going to be happening. But just to kind of give you the actual tangible numbers, Steve, who do we have in the standings and what's actually going on between these teams?
Rankings so far, before we get into this, NASR at number 1 place, 265 points. Bandits, second place, 225 points. Versus Vortex, 200 points. In third place, UYU, fourth place, 170 points. Red Rooster, 170 points. That is also in fifth place. And Endemic making that goal a reality. 100 points, hits the 3 digits, out of the playoff picture, but 100 points nonetheless. And that means a lot. Now that you know the standings, we should probably break down what that all means heading into the playoff picture. Vicious, talk to the people.
With how close it's been neck and neck in terms of the standings, not too big of a point difference between those bottom 3 teams, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, really. It's a 3-way elimination between Versus Vortex, UYU, as well as Red Rooster. Bandits, however, they need to score 10 points to absolutely secure their spot into playoffs as second place in the standings. However, Versus Vortex, they're in a little bit of a predicament. They need to score an absolute 40 bomber to secure their second place and not even have to worry about the rest of the teams. However, with that 3-way race that we had talked about a little bit earlier, for Vortex to be eliminated, they need to go 0-40, with UYU getting a 40 bomb as well. And of course, Red Rooster, if they score their 30, well, guess what? It switches things up completely, and Versus Vortex is out of the picture. So there's 3 big things to look at: how Versus Vortex is going to do, how UYU, whether or not they can score the complete 40 bomb or not, and Red Rooster, well, they have it a little bit, very much so, easier with getting 30 points instead of the full sweep, right? So there is that possibility for Vortex to get out of the running, but it's going to be so close to see whether or not that happens. However, with the current lineup, we have those matches. Steve, how are we going to get into the playoffs with what we have remaining into these matches? It's going to be so difficult to call.
Yeah, so first off, there's a lot of panic at the picnic, but let's break down the format before we get in here. Each team has 4 players. The away team submits their player order ahead of time. Home team will get to counterpick. Teams will play 3 consecutive matches. That first player match is worth 10 points. That second player match also worth 10 points. And those are best of 3. That means 2 out of 3 scenario. That third player match is worth 20 points. So a big thing can happen where we will get a tie. Well, if we get a tie, we'll go to that 4th player match, which will be worth 5 points, but you only get 1 game to do so. The team with the most points at the end of the team battle wins. Top 4 teams with the highest number of points at the end of the season will make playoffs. So every match counts. And now you know exactly how we got to that kind of 3-way tie situation that Mr. Vicious broke down for you earlier. But that's not all that we need to talk about. We need to tell them about some of the prizing going forward. What are these guys fighting for? What's on the line, Vicious?
Not only the pride, but the prizes as well, with $75,000 on the line here at this season of Street Fighter League, with the lion's share of $60,000 going into the pockets of the first place team, $15,000 going into the pockets of the second place team, but of course the most prestigious award of all, in our opinions, in our respective opinions of the FGC, that trip to Capcom Cup to face off against the other Street Fighter League champions to determine who will be the number 1 in the world, versus EU, versus Japan. We're bringing it all the action coming in from the US, hot and heavy. Steve, who do we have in our lineup for today?
Let's break down the menu. Of course, we have our first match. First on the menu, UYU takes on NASR. That second match will be Red Rooster versus Endemic in that third main course marquee matchup, if you will. Versus Vortex takes on the Bandits in our last match of the day. The playoffs are right around the corner. We've already set the stakes. We've set the stage, and you're already on the right channel. All you got to do is wait to the other side of this break. When we come back, Street Fighter League Season 6, we're headed to the playoffs, commences.
Let's get this mission started.
KnuckleDu is your Capcom Fighters champion. He is your 2018 champion.
got more Street Fighter League. I know you can smell the tension in the air.
We back in the field, back. We ready, it's time.
Ooh, punish counter.
Inside of the huddle, you know that I cry. A dangerous mind, a weapon of choice when pushing a line.
Season after season, it's only gotten better.
Big Bird in trouble.
My game is number one. Bet it all, give me my cash. Supreme game, can't stop it. Take off like a rocket. Bring it back, don't bend mine. I'm the one now, you can't hide.
What an upset. What an upset.
With all your heart.
This is our moment.
Nobody saw this happening. I dare you to find me better Street Fighter.
It's time to rise. This is our moment. This is our time. The time is now. It's time to rise.
It's unprecedented and unpredictable. It only gets better.
Nothing! Straight to the
This is a different ChrisCCH. I don't know who this young man is.
Time to
We ready
play.
whenever. The world is watching. The time is now. No other option. No other way. Play to win the way that we play.
My man looks so happy.
Leading the way, it's time to reign.
Bird momentum, his speed in general is so hard.
Into the bottom, ain't nothing to fear. We running the game.
MenaRD taking it down convincingly against the biggest sprint that we've seen thus far.
This is the hardest season of Street Fighter League ever.
Doing it for the time.
History in the making.
This is our moment. Yeah, this is our time.
This kid is ridiculous. This kid is ridiculous.
This is our moment. This is our time.
He gives a kiss to the audience. I love that.
with this fight, full fight.
Execute.
All you have your day now.
You are your Street Fighter League US champion.
I present the Hunter from Komura.
Street Fighter League Week 10, the playoffs are in the picture, and we got our first match. It's going to be UYU taking on NASR. And look, UYU has a very, very large order in front of them. The team has kind of risen to some of the stakes here. Obviously, last year's champions, only in name, not in player roster, but they still have championship caliber players on their side. Is it enough to take on NASR? Is it enough to give them way against NASR? We're going to find out. But I would love to know what KnuckleDu feels and what his emotions are heading into this playoff picture, especially for a UYU team under his tutelage. Let's take a listen.
We are officially in the last week of the regular season. The week before, of course, we just saw you guys, Team UYU, get some extremely important points against Red Rooster, which puts you in 4th place right now, even though you're tied on points. This is the highest the pressure can get.
Yeah, and I'm glad my teammates pulled through. I unfortunately didn't get the dub, but they had my back. So now we just got to face the number 1 team to qualify. Well, first, as far as your teammates, man, Dual Kevin, how important was that first win he got against PR Balrog, setting the tone? It's very important. He's probably playing the best of all of us, to be honest. He's looking phenomenal. He said he was a little nervous today, but he still won, I think, 4 rounds to 1. So he's looking perfect.
I noticed, of course, I know you personally. I can feel like a different energy right now, man. Like it's not like it's all fun and games right now. An extremely important match coming up. Where are you personally, mentally going into this?
I'm okay. It sucks I lost earlier because, it's not just me holding the L, it's my teammates as well. But they reassured me. They're trying to get me back into the game because, we're all needed for NASR.
And as far as getting it done, the team that stands in your way is NASR. They are currently in 1st place. You guys are tied up with the Red Rooster. Going into that NASR match, their last match they had was probably the best that they've looked so far as a unit. Yes. But you have beaten all of these players yourself at different points in tournaments. What do you guys do up against Team NASR? What is the strategy?
Individually, we just have to play our best, because they're not going to slack. Each player on that team is capable of winning a major tournament, So we just have to do our best individually, and then we come together and collect the 40 points, and then we should qualify.
I feel like your team still knows and looks at you as the best player on the team, as the unofficial leader of the team. Where is your confidence level at right now, personally, knowing that?
It's a lot of pressure, but, Dual Kevin, he looks like the best player on the team right now.
Yes, he's playing amazing, bro.
He just barely dropping games. Bao looking amazing as well. Zhen's looking good, and the fact that they're playing so good, it inspires me to want to meet them there. So that's just the energy I got to take into the next game.
Ladies and gentlemen, KnuckleDu Dang. When it comes to Street Fighter, this may be the strongest American player that we have ever seen. A toss-up with him, Punk the God, Alex Valle, but definitely a Capcom Cup champion, and now he will be looking to do his part to push his team into the playoffs. KnuckleDu, best of luck in your match against Team NASR.
Thanks, man.
A lot of high sentiments coming from KnuckleDu heading into this match. Says, hey, man, look, to qualify, we just got to beat the number 1 team. No big deal. Yeah. No sweat off our shoulders. But also says that he really does not want to let the team down. They've been playing significantly better, and he wants to step up too. Says a lot about the fact that we were touching on where was KnuckleDu in some of these pivotal team matches. But also on the more personal side, actually touches on the fact that he does not want to let his wife down, knows that she is holding down the fort at home with his children. And look, we know that's one of the reasons that KnuckleDu had to take a step aside for Street Fighter. So as far as this goes, shout outs to KnuckleDu, the mother of his children and his wife at home that is holding it down so he could be out here playing some sick Street Fighter 6 matches for you guys. Also, shout outs to KnuckleDu's chair. I don't know if you guys know about it. One of the greatest streamers in the Street Fighter 6 game. You should definitely give him a follow. But that goes back to the argument at hand.
Yes.
What do they have in store for NASR if they want to win? Who are we talking to from that side?
And it's not even just a regular win. They need a 40-0.
40 ball.
Ridiculously stacked team, and I do mean it, right? Team NASR, obviously, they have Angry Bird, they have Punk, they have Nephew. However, there's one standout that seems to be one of our favorite players to kind of look at, right? The only person that could navigate or pilot Marisa the way that he does, it's Big Bird. However, he hasn't had the success that he's been looking for. He's been a little bit rocky in terms of his stats. However, this is going to be playoff time. I wonder what he's going to bring to the table this time around, coming in with an interview, standing by with RobTV.
There's a certain aura that has been missing from Street Fighter League for a lot of these weeks. And right now, I can assure you that it is back in full force. To my right, none other than Team NASR's Big Bird. I feel like you've officially made your grand entrance into the league.
I mean, that win against Shen was very important for us, because if I didn't win that game, it could have been, we would still not be safe for first place.
That officially clutched it out.
I mean, the 10 points, you needed 10 points, because now even if Bandits gets 40-0 against versus Vortex, they will be tied with us in points. But we're head-to-head. We won 2 sets and they didn't win. They won 0. So I think no matter what happens now, because of that 10 points, we're guaranteed first place. Yeah.
Okay. And as far as you personally, dude, that match right there was Big Bird. Like that's the Red Bull Kumite champion, Gamers 8.
I could say I played like myself. I mean, like I've been saying, with Marisa, I haven't really been playing bad. Just couldn't clutch it out at the end. Like all my matches with Marisa have been like 2-1, 2-1, last round. Like ChrisCCH, Reynold, they've all been like last round. And I couldn't just clutch it out. But I did feel like there was some sort of restraint when I was playing before, whether it's less command grabbing, whether it's more passive. I'm still struggling to find that balance between when it's time to play passive, when it's time to play, actually go in and use my momentum and all of that. I've been struggling, even before SFL, I've been struggling sometimes in tournaments. But when I start playing myself and all the command grabs start landing and all of that, and they start getting scared, then that's when I start feeling like myself,
Yeah, I couldn't help but notice that the energy in that last match that you guys played was a lot more serious. It didn't seem like it was as much like joking around and all that. You guys were really dialed in, and you performed as a team the best that we've seen you perform, even though you were already in first place. Is there a bit of a shift in energy now that we're getting closer to the playoffs? And did you notice that too?
No, really. It was still, me and Punk were still talking, like laughing around. Even when Punk was playing, yeah. I mean, Angry Bird is always like fully focused. When he's playing, he's always intense and fully focused. But me and Punk and Nephew were always like talking.
That's probably my own nerves.
Yeah, probably.
That's probably my own nerves that got me feeling that. Okay, so Team NASR, this last week of Street Fighter League, has nothing to prove, or at least nothing to gain on the surface, because you're automatically going to be in first place. You're going up against Team UIU. They need these points. They're sitting there in that 4th place spot. How are you guys approaching it? Is this like a must-win mentality for you guys?
No, we're just playing. No, we're just playing. We're just going to play like every single match. We don't want to take it too easy, because taking it too easy will give like UIU the advantage, and it might screw up Red Rooster, for example, or the other teams. And we don't want to get in between, involved. Yeah, like if you want to win, you should be. If you win, good job. If you don't win, it's not our fault, because all the other teams are trying to win. Like Red Rooster, aside from Endemic, everyone still has a chance in getting to playoffs.
So there's no one out of UIU and Red Rooster that you would rather see in the playoffs?
I mean, we're sitting in Grand Finals, right? So
they got to fight hard.
All of them got to fight, yeah. So it doesn't really matter at this point who fights who and who gets to us, because they all got to go through each other anyway. If it was the previous playoffs, then yes, it would matter a lot for us who we would rather face in 4th place. But since we're Grand Finals, we're only facing 1. So at this point, it doesn't really matter, because technically we haven't really lost a set yet. We're 9-0 right now. Yeah,
I'll tell you what, man. Seeing that logo every single time that you see it here on Street Fighter League, you are only seeing it atop the standings. And this year on Street Fighter League, it has been no different. Guaranteed first place, Team NASR has been absolutely dominant. Big Bird, congratulations on a great season so far, and best of luck in your last match.
Thank you.
Damn, these guys are absolutely keeping receipts week in, week out. My man said, like, you know, we're 9-0. We still want to keep it fair. We want to lock it down and get a 10th one and make sure that everybody else here knows that they are the dominant force going into the playoffs. And with no doubt, right, with a record like 9-0, with a stellar lineup that they have, there's no doubt in my mind that a lot of the other teams are looking at them going into the competition and thinking, damn, what do we got to do to break these guys' legs in terms of the fire and the competitive spirit? Because these guys are unshakable, it feels like. But going into it, right, Big Bird is going to be the first one up in the team battle for today. And of course, stepping up, Dual Kevin for UYU. Both of them.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting take right now. The Luke has definitely been the character of choice for Dual Kevin. The Marisa, I love to see it. Look, it's not me getting beat up over there, and I'm a little bit of a Marisa fan myself. But we're going to get into the first player match. It's going to be Dual Kevin going up against Big Bird. The Marisa versus Luke. Let's get it. And they let the versus screen rock.
That's what I'm talking
bunch
about.
of gentlemen.
You ever notice how the versus screen, the background behind him is dependent on the stage?
Yep.
That horse sitting next to Luke, that was actually kind of scary. Anyways, here we go. It's game number 1 between UYU and NASR. What's on the line for UYU? They have to score every single W.
Oh, Phalanx entry.
For a chance at the playoffs.
Walking in with this Luke. Lots of projectiles at his disposal. Need to be careful because of Gladius. But you definitely have some opportunities to do some big damage here. Speaking of big damage, Maurice's always got that opportunity to roll back, stays in front, back throw, they take the corner.
We did have that opportunity from Dual Kevin to kind of get that perfect parry against the safe jump. Would have forced against Big Bird. I love another drive reversal. I do love that. Him keeping it in his arsenal defensively. Checking with the medium kicks as well. Big Bird, what is he looking for? Yeah, he's looking for an opportunity to land this phalanx. But now he's forced Luke into the corner. Slow but steady. Looking for the count. Man, that is the stance of a counter poker if I've ever seen it.
Oh, nice parry on the Gladius with punish this time around. Okay. Goes for a crouching medium punch. Just hop out of there by Marisa. You need to be careful whiffing, though. I know that.
Oh. I could have been so much better. Missed opportunity for the quadriga, but it's still going to be for Dual Kevin getting the back throw. Again, with the counter pokes. Again, the drive reversal, but now puts himself into burnout. This could be quite dangerous.
But you can still get clipped in a big way by Marisa if you get caught slacking. All right, here we go. That UYU team looking real, paying a lot of attention over there on the bench. You know, so is the NASR side now that I look at it. Push to the corner, back dashes to throw. Perfect parry.
Fireball, uppercut. Doesn't need to build any more of that meter. He's still getting the damage on the board, though, from that perfect parry, despite the scaling. Not too bad. Still trying to contain Marisa in the corner. Big Bird, he's plotting, he's scheming, he's trying to fly his way out, but no, it's Gladius and roundhouses mostly to create that space. Phalanx coming in hot from above. The perfect parry against the medium kick. Sit him down. Spend the drive gauge.
Drive rush up, keeps the corner on top of it. Just wait and see. Nice punish right there on the drive reversal. Straight to level 3. Spend it. All right.
From King Street to Memphis. That's an expensive ticket, that's for sure.
Oh,
perfect parry!
It's
the medium.
Oh, wow. Spending it all. To the corner you go. Does have drive rush options right here. Do we see the DI? Oh, wow. Into Gladius. Drive rush coming from Dual Kevin. One hit will do it, but he is in burnout. Dual Kevin, oh my gosh. One more mix right now. And that's going to do it. The dash rush, crouching medium punch. Dual Kevin tried to hit something on wake up right there.
I'm actually very surprised that the drive impact had hit Marisa initially. That caused Luke into burnout because there was a charged Gladius coming up, if I'm not mistaken.
Definitely was. You see Dual Kevin thinking about it right now. Didn't go too bad. It was just, the thing is that Marisa, once she gets started, you have to stop that momentum.
Yeah. Even harder when you're in burnout, right? You don't have those same defensive decisions that you can use. You can't use that view reversal or drive reversal. Man, that was an excellent call out against the Enfold.
Yeah, just jumps out there. Wait a minute. Drive rush off the crouching jab. More damage on the table. Right at that 50% mark. Gets a hard knockdown with the throw.
Important tech as well. Big Bird creating so much space, delaying at the last second. The Phalanx does find the mark. No counter hit behind it, though. Dual Kevin just got hit by it raw.
Crouching medium kick, but did not get the confirm after the dash rush. Phalanx right there at the tail end.
yourself. Kevin not being able to stop some of these approaches with some of the special moves that Maurice has been presenting. He's got to get these reactions up.
Ooh. Drive rush back.
Oh, again, Phalanx. Just getting in for free. Doing great work against the drive gauge too.
And keeping his corner position pretty strong. Big Bird, full control. Dual Kevin trying to fight his way out of that corner. She's zoning in though, you're dead.
Just in case that didn't kill, well guess what? He still had the drive gauge, a little bit of it left if he wanted to extend the combo. This is great for Big Bird right now. Looking at match point and 2 bars to his name.
Oof. Okay. Target gets the knockdown, dash rush up, tries to go for the overhead. We'll take the throw afterwards though.
What a punish counter. Damn, that was mad far. Time to go to work.
Spins the level 3. Spends all that work money to go to Memphis. In May, it's not a bad time, I can tell you that right now.
I feel like it's really hot in Memphis in May.
Nah, man, it's actually a great time. Memphis is in May is a thing. It's great.
All right, I believe it.
Luke knows this too. Anyway. Ooh, drive rush,
God.
yeah.
The baseball bat that has him swinging in the air. Jesus.
Where are you going?
Oh. Soul just leaves his body, kicking him on the street.
Ooh,
Oh,
DI
my God.
parry. He's been really consistent at that this entire season. As you see another parry right there from Dual Kevin. Back throw this time. Has an opportunity.
I love him still testing with the safe options.
Perfect. Gonna use the button this time and the OD bar. Okay.
Dual Kevin. Back-to-back perfect parries. Actually, just regular parry for the drive impact and then perfect parry against the Gladius. Damn. Kicking him down the street again. These cops are just letting it rock, huh?
It's part of the Street Fighter clause. We can't really intervene. Gladius into the level 3. Gonna keep this corner positioning and gonna have enough for drive rush after it. The mix is gonna be deadly here.
Now you know history. Oh my God, so much damage to the drive gauge. That's gonna be it. Man, Muscle Mommy moves on.
The mother of muscles versus Vortex, 100% now in the playoffs, secured in that sense now, and now the rest is up to UIU. They got to do something right now because they needed a 40-0 in this 3-way race, and Red Rooster only needs 30. So at this point, whatever happens with the Red Rooster versus Endemic is really going to be telling.
Oh my God.
It's really going to set the stage. KnuckleDu once again coming up to defend UIU up against none other than Angry Bird.
Oh my God. Yeah, so Angry Bird not even going to be in the anchor position. KnuckleDu immediately facing the challenge to try and secure that 10 points. And that's kind of difficult to do, even so, in a 2 out of 3 match against the man who's been absolutely dominant in the league. It's like, who else would you have sent? Like, would you have sent Zhen? Would you have sent VX Bao? I love KnuckleDu stepping up to the challenge, truly.
I mean, they're trying to get points now. Having KnuckleDu go here, you still got VX Bao on the tail end if you need him. I mean, it's not a worse situation to be in. Shen there as well. Like, you got opportunities. So this is good. That 20-point situation is still there. 30, actually, if they play it right.
Right. So I guess we've secured our top 3 spots thus far. NASR, Bandits. Well, Bandits still has to secure a at least 10 points to keep their second place.
The can been the main weapon here for Angry Bird. Locking in on the Gao. The classic outfit right out of the gate. No, okay.
Color number 9, baby.
Typically what he does is he'll pick the new outfit, right? And then in the second match, he'll pick the classic outfit.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, that's what he's been doing.
Do you think his original outfit is under the jumpsuit?
I feel like there's no way it's not.
Yeah,
like, it's just
I
a tank
agree.
top, you know?
And like camel pants, right?
Yeah.
I feel like this jumpsuit is specifically for the fighter jet mission.
Dog, this song goes so unbelievably hard to me.
It's the strings in the beginning, right?
Bro, then once you hit level 3s, the music, bro, it goes so hard.
It reminds me of Old Temple, man.
Oof.
Oh,
damn.
You can even hear it. It's like, damn. I missed. Oh.
Ooh, wow.
Man, I can't tell why he had dropped that combo or intentionally, perhaps, wanted to get a bait. Oh, that is a huge trade. KnuckleDu, dang.
Yo, dang, KnuckleDu.
Dangington. Jesus, what a trade.
Damn, the variant from 1920s. Ooh, nice punish. Close enough to get the punish on the crouching medium kick from Ken. Angry Bird aware. Ooh.
We're looking for the low medium kicks a lot. Oh, D!
Gets the low. Another one goes straight into level 3. Hold these booms. Hold these boots.
Ugh.
And the burnout. Gotta be careful. Some of the best booms in the business.
Cool.
That was OD. Wow.
Yeah.
Yo, Guile, when he does the driver, it's level 3 right out of the gate. He says, no, drag the fist, start the fire, and shut up.
Damn.
Chop had enough.
Oh, man. His own brother-in-law.
Word?
Oh.
Yo. He spent all his resources to get it, though. It's okay, because KnuckleDu did spend that level 3 early on,
brother?
OD flash kick.
In anticipation for the fireball? What a reaction.
Bro, the song here, bruh. Third round mix. Jumps out of there. No follow-up, no anti-air. Back to the wall, in trouble.
Damn. That was a couple of whiff normals. I was watching a movie. We were slowing it down. The big whiff punish there from Angry Bird still to maintain.
Ooh, nice counter. Confirm.
You already know. Off of the Soulbot kick. That was beautifully done. Side switch on the body hop. The back ball. Angry Bird trying to reassess. However, at this range, that's all Guile, baby. He can set up the booms. He can send out the crosses.
Best booms in the business, KnuckleDu. Trying to make something happen in this first game. Great punish. Walking up close enough to keep the distance with that crouching medium kick. Because at a range, it's going to be so much more difficult to punish.
Yeah, and I think Angry Bird has done a good job of still baiting some of those medium kicks out.
Tried to get the throw.
Oh, I love that punish counter. That
Level
punish
2.
counter was so beautiful.
Tetsuigniter! Still alive. Oh, drive reversal. Block damage. What are you going to do? Let's up on the offense, and that gives Angry Bird a chance to steal the round and the match.
I was thinking to myself, what could KnuckleDu, what could he have done in that situation? I wasn't going to say do, but I'll say this. He did have 2 bars to his name. I really hope perhaps maybe like in that instance he had attempted to do the level 1, or, you know, there's also that reason. Maybe he didn't have the charge in time, perhaps, so.
I mean, it's one of those things where you have to be careful. You can, a lot of times you can like slide a jab in there, right? Like to interrupt. However, if he did like, you know, Hail Mary DP while he was sticking out a button, it would have traded, he would have died anyway. So I do understand him backing up just a little bit. That is risky, but you don't have many options outside of trading. His life was super low, so he had to be careful. Oh,
committing to the normal too. I think that might have just been like a buffer normal perhaps, or maybe try to go for a block string. Either way, the drive impact call off from Angry Bird is perfect. Speaking of perfects, let the booms rock.
Oof.
Oh, that's the fierce he was looking for initially.
There's those booms again. There's those booms again.
There goes those booms. Damn.
And look at that drive bar.
The noise of that too, man. I love the sound design on the pairs, bro. I can't get over it.
Oh, tries to go for the empty throw. Not gonna get it. Super defensive game right here. Almost had a pickup with the crouch jab. You see how he walked just close enough to make sure he was able to get that punish after the crouching medium kick? That was so good. And right now, Angry Bird running away with it. Level 1 on top of it.
Watch out with the range.
Cool, Kevin chiming in, watch out on the range. You could already tell he's already recognized that Angry Bird has been trying to snipe out some of these misplaced low medium kicks, right? excellent job of doing so too. He's done a lot of damage off of one of the big poking tools that Guile has, so it's resorted to KnuckleDu really trying to implement the Sonic Boom game against him, but when he scores his knockdown, he will spin the drive gauge. However, in this...
Ooh, nice call out with the Dragon Lash kick. Takes back that momentum. Great anti-air. And the juggle with the OD somersault. Hold on.
Somersault.
Zubusu walks into it. Another OD somersault. That's after the crouch jab confirms. KnuckleDu needs this round. Overhead, raw out of the gate, straight to level 3. He hopes to keep that momentum. Angry Bird is up around, and this is player match point, and he's got 3 bars, so you've got to make it count.
50%.
I'll take half.
Splitting the bill. Oh boy, big punish. Oh,
not
too
close
far?
enough. Oh, another throw. Defense looking real shaky. Almost got hit again, but the conversion. KnuckleDu, dang, hold on. Another anti-air. Oh, just basically out of range and goes into the level 3. A couple of whiffs. Gets the level 3 confirmed. Angry Bird in control and it's CA. And shut up.
Damn, that's how you feel. Dash up first. Drive versus check. Drive impact. Yo, Ken.
But he dropped it and he still got the jump light. And that happens as a Ken player. I can tell you. I can attest to it. But what also happened, that is a 20-point conversion so far for NASR going up against UIU. And right now, you see Zhen coming up to the stage. The opponent is going to be none other than Punk. Once again, it's all down to the clutch factor, right? That's what happens here. That's an Evo champion. Granted, you know what I'm saying, Capcom Cup champion just the same, but it's a new game. There's a new space to build, new places to cover. Angry Bird, the better this time around. Who knows what happens the next time? But UIU dreams, their hopes right now, bro. They have to make something big from this. If they can tie this up, this could be a 25-point situation. And they definitely have the means to do it. The backwards, bro. I gotta work on my backwards. The roll?
I'm trying to do the hip movement, bro.
I need to work on my backwards DJ. I'm gonna call it that.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Zhen versus Punk. UIU and their playoff dreams versus NASR.
Oh. Let's see how many points he can score against the Titans. Again, NASR doing a fantastic job thus far. +2 scenario. Doesn't want to press a button. Takes the throw. That's totally fine. Zhen now moving on in there. Damn, that was perfectly timed too on the sweep. Getting the frame trap. Standing jab against Punk the God. How are you going to fight out of here? Whoa, Zhen actually did it. Just going to give him some space. Immediately jump back.
Oh, I like the spacing and then the just cool to get the pickup. Okay.
Stay down.
Oh, the trade. I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, and prepared for the jump this time around. Wait a minute.
Got the breakdown on the song too in between rounds. That's a huge punish counter too. I love seeing the just cool punish counters that happen because Zhen, it tells me a couple of times, or tells me a couple of things, right? He's really catching the buttons from the other opponents. Most of the time, just kind of changing up the timing. And look at this. Now he's trying to finesse the movement.
Okay, working on a perfect dash rush in.
Oh my God.
Just cool, put him right in this range to get punished and get the damage on the board for Punk. Puts himself in burnout trying to bait a parry. Wow.
Word?
Level 3
Damn.
off of the jab in the Sobot. Level 3 from DJ. The full massage.
Dude, I was
staying alive.
Punk, he knows you're trying to check his driver. So just stay outside of the range. If you want to offense him, if you see him crouching, don't dive kick or jump. He's waiting for the dive kick for sure.
I was saying, you know, there's a lot on your shoulders right now. Like, what do you do to kind of prepare? He's like, I just listen to my music. Like,
Yo,
in the most stoic manner. He's actually listening to hieroglyphics right now.
Oh, yeah?
He's listening to Third Eye Vision.
What?
Yeah, he's about it.
Yo,
he's
look.
a big hieroglyphics fan.
The ears.
Oof. Oh, the trade-off? Oh, I didn't know who was going to get the rest of that exchange.
Yo,
punish counter again.
My man Zhen is playing some Street Fighter right now again.
Him and Shen are actually tied for some of the best choices when it comes to Just Cool. I think they've netted the most amount of punish counters that we could ask for from a Just Cool scenario thus far.
And this is just, this match feels like it's in fast forward in a lot of instances. Not letting Punk get his game started. Look at that. Clips him on the jump out. Small conversion. Still trying to find a hit. The throw not going to be enough. Punk Oh, wow, what
See
a
what I'm
tech.
saying? That wasn't even a punish counter, but still, he's using it as a footsie tool so well. Oh, no shot. Oh, the reset.
I actually thought that's what we was going to see, the jackknife. Okay. Him trying to parry right there. That's what put him in burnout last time. But gets him out of the corner, finds the hit into level 3 again. That is going to sting something terrible.
Not quite dead yet. Immediately trying to go for the kill, and he does so successfully. Drive rush forward with a throw. 2 games straight against Punk the God. Immediately going to character select. Uh-oh.
Do you hear me?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he's just doing parry on wake up. And what's it called? After like when he does neutral jump or any minus button move, try to respect the sway because the sway is coming after right away. I mean, bro, it doesn't really matter, but it could be a good experience for you to know how to fight this matchup here.
I want to try again because I want to see how I do.
You want to try again?
You can try.
Yeah.
Okay. Punk. Kill him with the jump heavy punch. In this matchup, no need for the fireballs. For you to throw fireballs, no need. If you see him just standing still, you have to parry his fireballs, and you drive rush jab. Drive rush jab kills him.
Just keep trusting your reads, man.
The can switch coming from Punk.
Just trust your reads.
Uh-oh.
I think that was expected. I feel like there was some sort of character selection. Character switch up coming in for Punk, because he has a plethora of characters too, and he can play them at a very high level, right? Shades of Street Fighter V.
I mean, if you pay attention to his stream at all, you'll see that he has multiple characters at Master Rank.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, he's one of those guys.
Bro, he put JV to Master Rank within 2 hours. That's insane.
Oof. Jumps out of there, met with an uppercut. OD jackknife maximum. I like it. Another one tries to get in. The normal one's going to do it this time. Punk takes the throw, but he's in a bad situation with a great life lead. And now fights his way out of the corner. Almost confirm off of the just cool kick. Gets the crouching medium kick. Double jackknife into the corner. Crouching heavy for the frame kill. Oh, the DI is not going to be enough, but he's still alive.
Oh, he's not taking any. Oh, he wasn't going to take the chip damage earlier.
The chip damage is there. He missed, but they passed by each other. He does not. Oh, no. Side switch. He dropped it. Oh, no. Both of them in burnout in the uppercut. He tried to press the issue. Punk at the ready.
Zhen, he didn't have the rhythm. He did not beat the rhythm allegations in the clutch.
Oof. Oh, back throw. This is the last opportunity for Punk. If he does not win this game.
Damn!
Look at the damage. No meter. Oh, you're
the
dead.
confirm.
You're actually dead.
How is he so good with that confirm? That was off of the crouch jab, too. That was such a clean rebuttal. That was a perfect rebuttal from Shen.
And the fact that you have VX Bao coming up next. Oh, my gosh. So that means it has to be Nephew coming up versus VX Bao. If they could get this 20. If UIU could get this 20.
It's so close. Oh, the anti-air. Yeah, you still get the juggle.
Sick. Forward throw.
He gets the juggle even more.
And the level 3.
Link it.
Ooh, that's a done deal. We're going into sudden death overtime. A one-and-done scenario. UIU fighting to keep their playoff dreams alive.
In 3-0 fashion. I repeat, a full sweep against Punk the God, 3-0 under Zhen's name. What a clutch moment for Team UIU. An absolutely ridiculously unprecedented moment for Team UIU, keeping their playoff hopes and dreams alive, and now they send their final killer. It's going to be VX Bao stepping up to the plate against Nephew in the sudden death spot.
I'm sure Zhen knows the situation, and I'm pretty sure he conveyed to VX Bao, like, hey, we need this to stay alive in the playoffs. Nephew already aware of the situation. Obviously not going to try to give him those 5 points, because guess what? This is one game, one and done scenario. For the playoffs, by the way, if you needed clarification.
We've talked about our MVPs before. We've talked about it based off their overall performance, but I will say if there's any match of the season or play of the season, it has to be Zhen pulling out that 3-0 against somebody who has one of the cleanest records in the league, right? Punk the God has barely fallen to anybody and not even close to that manner before. So that's really, I think it's something to be acknowledged. Zhen really impressing everybody out here. I'm definitely a fan.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been a fan since what, last season?
Fine, man.
Already.
On a competition team. We're not up there.
Well, obviously, yeah, but I'm just saying. Definitely a fan of what he brings to any team that he's on, right?
Damn, Steve.
Perfectly cocky, you know, and he's carrying his weight.
I feel like he's just been so stoic the whole time, like zero emotion, man. It's so hard to predict what he's thinking. But anyways, VX Bao going up against Nephew. Here we go, sudden death match. Yo, can Nephew pull out a W?
Oh, punish.
After not being able to play or not having to play, really.
I mean, look, I'm going to tell you right now, if I'm on one of these teams, I'm going to support the team any way that I can. If I ain't playing, they getting water all the time, making sure they're okay.
That's not Nephew.
That's not Nephew. That's definitely not Nephew. But I'm going to tell you right now, he better do something in this situation. And VX Bao better do something as well. Wow, the air to catch a departure teleport. Amnesia on top of it. Quick backdash, small parry. Goes for the feint, looking for a button after it. Nephew doesn't take it. Overhead confirmed. If you spin it all, that's going to be around.
More than enough damage in the tank. Nephew looking to seal it. Looking at match point. Anti-air is there with a little bit of a feint. Drive rush forward. Nephew not deterred by any of the psycho ghosts. I'm telling you, man.
What an interrupt. The feints are not working out versus Nephew. Nephew, full control, full swing right now. Wow, gets swept. Looking for something. Those feints definitely helped him out in the mirror match versus Bananaken, but right now they're just giving Jury a chance to get in there. Successfully, like 4 for 4 for the anti-airs, but still not able to stop this movement. Coming from, and you got level 3, that's it. That's 5 points. That's a done deal. NASR and Nephew take it, making it a 25 points to 20 win over UIU, keeping their playoff dreams alive. The Red Rooster match ever gets so important after every one of these rounds, but look how close that was. 20 to 25, that's still pretty close in my book. Nephew coming off the bench to do work, hold the name up. Satsui no Nef.
Coming in from the shadows as well. Where you needed him the most, he was there.
Right.
You put the Nephew signal up, the commissioner comes out of nowhere. We need our content creator.
We need somebody to talk about this in a fashionable way so they can put it up on YouTube later. Is it you, Nephew?
He was behind you the whole time. Hey. It's just like, where do you come from?
Come on, Nephew, you gotta make some noise, bro.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey, guys. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. NASR securing their spot even further into first place for the playoffs. I wonder what they have to say for the rest of the competition as they gear up for it. RobTV is going to be standing by with that interview with our current #1 team, NASR.
And with that win, Team NASR becomes the first team in the history of Street Fighter League to go entirely undefeated. Not one team could take them down. Dark Neff, what does that mean to you?
I mean, I think it means a decent amount to me because otherwise I've been getting carried this Street Fighter League. Like, my results really don't matter besides the tiebreaker matches where I helped us like actually get the wins. So having the perfect record is pretty nice.
Yeah, because if you did lose those, you guys will not be able to say that you haven't lost to anyone yet. But just now, you guys go up against Team UIU. They need those 5 points at the end. You couldn't give them the 5.
Yeah, I mean, I think the team said that UIU was tougher or trickier than Red Rooster for us, so we would rather like do our best to try and push them out, so they didn't have a chance of playing us in the grand finals. They still have a chance now, but it should be a lot harder for them. Yeah.
Dark Neff, so far throughout this entire season, this whole regular season, you have done your thing in that overtime spot. I disagree with you if you say that you've been carried actually genuinely, because in the spot that you've been in, you got your W's, and if it wasn't for you, you wouldn't have this historic run that you guys have had. If you need to step up in the playoffs for any reason, are you ready for that?
Yeah, of course I'm ready. I've been practicing. If any of them feel a little bit nervous, I'm ready to step in, but I don't think they'll feel nervous at all. They've been playing great. Big Bird's been stepping it up too, so yeah, everyone's been firing on all cylinders.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dark Neff don't need to say too much. He got that name from crushing another team's dream in previous seasons, and now he continues the trend. Team NASR, officially a legendary Street Fighter League team, completely undefeated, and now they will be sitting in grand finals atop the throne, waiting to see who their opponent is. NASR, congratulations on an amazing regular season.
Let's get it! Yeah! Sure thing. Let's dance. Hey, where's my bed?
Watching all as I command the stage. 1, 2, 1. Make way for the ninja star! From the Bushindu! I live for battle. A second helping of you. Time for battle is here. Wants to duke it out with me?
Shall we begin then? Do you need to take a rest? Do enjoy this.
I'm game if you are. You'll see.
Yeah, we gonna crank it up. Let's get it on.
Another mission awaits. Do you plan to fight at all?
Quiet. All right, I'm ready. Your footwork's sloppy. This of mine?
Behold this body of work! You are lucky! I'll show you strong! Allow yoga to guide you. What is it? The power of yoga.
I'll show you the power of my kung fu.
I'm ready for you! Just bring it! Think you could break my defense? Got you in my sights.
Smart choice. Bring it.
to Street Fighter League with match number 2 currently underway. It's going to be Red Rooster going up against Endemic to figure out whether or not they can clinch their spot into the playoffs. We had just seen the finish between NASR and UYU. Nephew really keeping the glue together for the team. Yo, he is the number one that has been clutching it out for these cats. He's the reason why they've had the 10-0 victory. Is that what Nephew was saying in the post-game interview? I low-key kind of believe it. And I also really admire the confidence that Nephew comes in with. Despite not having like the cleanest record, or at least the most games under his belt, he still has an overall clean record is what I meant to say, right? I think, you know, being able to clutch out in these high level positions in the sudden deathmatch is still ever so pivotal. But going into it, right, we talked about a lot of the clutch factors that have come in with some of these players. I feel like with Red Rooster, Ajax Fidelity has really come into his own, not just in the previous season, but in the current season as well, right? He had a little bit of a rocky start, but overall, when he had that clutch factor against Punk the God, he's been stellar ever since, in my opinion, and also has been showing it out in the stats. In fact, we do have that young man who's had a great weight lifted off of his shoulders because he's going through school while doing this whole thing with Street Fighter League. He actually took a midterm during one of the episodes. But I'll tell you what, right now, Ajax Fidelity is standing by with the interview with RobTV.
The stakes could not be higher for any team here at Street Fighter League. Officially, Team Red Rooster, you guys are at 170 points, tied with Team UYU. Ajax, that last match that you had, you go up against UYU directly, and you have to face off with KnuckleDu Dang. What were you thinking when you seen that?
Honestly, I was thinking I was gonna lose. I'm not gonna lie. KnuckleDu, when I played him in tournament one time, and I got cooked. Guile, I find it like a difficult for Jury. Like, she has all the options, she can win, but it's a personal bad matchup of mine. But yesterday I was grinding a lot with Kaba. He really helped me out in the matchup, and luckily I managed to get the win.
I talked to you a couple of weeks ago and brought up the fact that now you're a seasoned player, and you were taken aback. You were a bit surprised, like, oh, I'm a seasoned player.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, in a clutch spot where both you guys needed the points, you go up against KnuckleDu and you get the victory. Do you now more so see that seasoned player when you look in the mirror?
Absolutely, I do. Absolutely, I do, because it's a confidence thing. It makes me remember that I can do stuff, you know? Like I said, everybody's human, and nobody is gonna do anything special. So I just gotta play my game. I play it smart and play it right, and I know I can do that. And winning against KnuckleDu and winning against Punk too made me remember that, you know, because at the beginning of the league, losing a lot, it really does affect the mental, you know, just like losing in anything. But getting those wins really helped me out, I'd say.
You saw Endemic versus Bandits last week. Samurai, dash up EXDP, standing still in neutral, extremely aggressive. Those guys may be out of it, but clearly they are taking solace in destroying the dreams of others. They would love nothing more than to see you guys back home without making it into the playoffs. What are you thinking of going to that Endemic match? And now, are you more worried about them than you would have been a few weeks ago?
Well, I'm always going to be worried about any player in this league. Like Endemic, yeah, they might not have the best results right now, but each player in that team is ridiculous. Flash, Samurai, Reynold, and Chris, all of them are really good. So, am I worried? Always have been. It's just how it is. I'm naturally always going to be worried about who I'm going to play because it's me, you know? I'm the one that needs to be playing and make the right decisions. And Endemic, you just gotta merit them the respect that they deserve when playing against them, and always realize that anybody can cook. So,
Ajax, before I let you go, is there any small statement that you can make to your people watching from home from the country of Puerto Rico, who you have represented so well so far, before going into this last match of the regular season?
Well, shout outs to homies. Always the FGC PR is always, it's like a literal second family for me. I have infinite love for them, I'd say. So hopefully I can make everybody back at home proud. My family, my second family, my friends, and my teammates.
Team Red Rooster. At this point, PR Balrog has been phenomenal throughout the season. Ajax Fidelity just got a huge clutch win over KnuckleDu Dang, which if it wasn't for that, they would not be top or fourth place right now. And Bananaken has been arguably the MVP of the season, at least in the conversation. Ajax, best of luck with your last match and trying to make it into the playoffs. It's been phenomenal watching you play this season so far.
Thank you, Rob. Always a pleasure.
Well, Ajax Fidelity letting you know how he feels about it, especially going into the fact that in those last two situations, he's basically clutched it out, right? He beat KnuckleDu last week, which he touched on, and on top of that, he gave Punk his first loss this entire SFL Season 6. Came from Ajax Fidelity, so that is a lot to talk about and a lot to keep on your mind going into this next match. Also, just the fact that he even says himself, look, Bananaken finally fell down by the wayside, but hey, man, look, even gods fall sometime. It happens. And on top of that, it still gave them the position that they're in right now. So without all those losses, well, the one loss that he did take, I mean, it still puts the position where you guys are now. So more power to him. You ain't gonna say nothing once again. We're just... all right, I'm gonna go. So I'm going straight into Samurai. Now that we've spoken with Ajax Fidelity representing Red Rooster, it's time to talk about the Endemic side of things. Of course, one of the main problems with this team is that they're no longer in the running for the playoffs. The first time in Samurai's history, now that we know that. But now they have been put in a situation where they are able to stop a couple of other people from making it. His teammate said himself that they want people to leave this event feeling how they feel. I would love to know what Samurai feels about that going forward. Let's take a listen to what he has to say with RobTV.
The player standing next to me is someone who I have regularly referred to as the GOAT of Street Fighter League, and that is not something that I say lightly whatsoever. So far, Samurai, on Street Fighter League, you have been on every season except one, and you have never before now not made the playoffs. What does that feel like being in this position?
It hurts, but it's how you get better. I mean, sometimes you lose, sometimes you win, and sometimes you have to lose big to get better. That's how it goes.
We talked a few weeks ago, back when you guys still had 35 points only. You weren't close to even getting to your triple digits yet. But when we did that interview, you were very serious and very adamant about the fact that you were furious and that the tide was about to shift. That very same week, what you said happened and the trend has continued since. Speak to that.
It's one of those things where like there wasn't a fire under me, and something about you interviewing me pisses me off. Yeah.
But with the as competitive as you are, clearly what pisses you off even more is people are doubting you. People thinking that you guys are an easy victory. Even when you are wearing that jersey, when you have that logo on your chest, they were thinking at one point, oh, we have Endemic, we should be able to get 40 points to guarantee our spots in the playoffs. Do you think they're thinking that now?
Oh yeah, sure. But they have to understand that it's a new game. We're all different. We learn at different speeds. But I don't give up. We don't give up. So
that Chris T match, a spot where his team really needs those points. Phenomenal player. Some people would have even said the best or top 2 player in your region, even over yourself. Clearly in that match, you don't seem to agree with that logic. Take us through that match. Dash up EXDP.
I mean, I played Chris in multiple Street Fighters. He's an amazing player. But I really wanted to run back, and I was surprised he gave it to me. I thought I was gonna have to fight Kaba. And he gave it to me, and you know, they say that if you lose to me, you don't want to fight me again. You don't want to fight me. I'm going to come back stronger every single time.
What is that mode?
I don't care if I lose 100 times. I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back stronger. That's it. That's really it.
The nerves might be up a whole lot for your next opponent. Actually, it's not even a might. Red Rooster has 170 points. They're tied with UIU. You guys are potentially standing in the way of them getting into the playoffs. What is your mentality going into this last match with them? Would it be sweet for you to drag them down into the depths before you walk away from this season of Street Fighter League?
It's tough because, you know, Ed's my boy, but I'm here to play. I'm just here to play, and that has nothing to do with Ed. Me, I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it for our team. That's it. That's the game.
So you would love a 40-0 here?
I would love whatever. I'm just gonna play. Just play. Win or lose, play.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Samurai, one of the most, one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Samurai. All of these seasons on Street Fighter League, and only this one time is he not making the playoffs, and even still, he has given us some of the most sick matches, like that last one we just saw with Chris T. Hopefully, we see another one in this last match with the Red Rooster. Mikey, always a pleasure.
It's win or go home here for Red Rooster, and based off that interview with Samurai and Team Endemic, look, they're just here to play. I totally get that vibe, but in them, I feel like there's certain players with that spirit of, you know, I low-key kind of want to stop their playoff spot. Like, I know a couple of those cats on that team.
I know two people exactly.
Two people exactly. Maybe 2.5. It depends. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there are some folks on that team that are just like, you know, nah, I'm gonna make sure that they know that I'm better than them.
Look, I feel like in this situation, right, obviously this is once again different from how we typically run into each other in these fighting game communities, right? We don't get this team set up, but I promise you, when they see each other at the next singles tournament, there will be words exchanged about what happened here, that what you're about to see, how much it affected them. The first match coming up for them, Endemic versus Red Rooster, will be ChrisCCH versus PR Balrog. This is a win or go home scenario for these guys. They got to get at least 30 points if they want to be in contention. Let's get into it. Jury versus Ken. Let's go.
Stakes are ever so high, and I love that trade-off too. PR Balrog, I feel like a lot of the players here have talked about, I actually exclaimed how good some of the footsies are from PR Balrog. He knows exactly what, I mean, he's a seasoned veteran. He's a Capcom Cup competitor.
Okay. Closer to this corner. Oof. Ooh.
Word?
Go to this corner. PR Balrog playing like a madman right now. Ooh.
That was mad preemptive. You can't tell me otherwise. That was mad preemptive. I think that was just super unlucky from ChrisCCH throwing out that Dragon Lash at the moment that he did.
One of the go-to tools with Ken, you know, if you can't get in, you're like, man, I got to do something. On top of that, that Dragon Lash will get over fireballs if you do it properly. But you got to scout it, big jump in with the fierce. Gets the knockdown with the uppercut in the corner.
I love that it's a knockdown as well. That jumping heavy punch is so good. It's so ambiguous on the way over, too. Oh.
I like the Tatsu reaction to the fireball. Genrai kick, roundhouse follow-up to get the knockdown. OD uppercut from Jury to take back the momentum.
Still really trying to check the lows against PR Balrog. Sorry, excuse me. Against ChrisCCH. Still exposed
wow, the old school into the level 3. Fireball. Big damage on the table. Still alive, though. ChrisCCH needs to close out.
That scaling is something serious after a special move behind it, too.
And right there, I'm looking for him to be closer, potentially to attest that, but it's not working out. Inching closer and closer. Burnout is on the table, but you better be careful because level 3 is there as well. So you got to be careful throwing the fireball. There you go.
That's not what he wanted at all. That is not what he wanted at all. The look on the expression from both of these players, they absolutely knew it. ChrisCCH knew he got away with murder. PR Balrog, I don't know if he'll be in some sort of emotional rut after that one, mentally.
Focused on the game right now. You could tell my man has not broke eye contact with the screen. One round apiece for both of these guys. Win or go home scenario.
Ooh.
30 points is what they need to stay alive.
They need to kick it off with PR Balrog.
I mean, this is a good way to score 10 points right out of the gate. Back throw. 3 bars on the side of PR Balrog. What an interrupt.
Big punish counter, too. The stand first coming in from Jury.
Oh, got the low forward, but did not.
Nothing
big though. Oh, and this time he's gonna cash out. He's got 2 bars. Goes straight into the level 2. Touch Flugen Night Chop.
Close enough. Jury is really in deep trouble. The back throw is there. Tuggada, as you mentioned. Do a barrel roll. ChrisCCH getting the first game against PR Balrog.
And already you can see PR Balrog playing a little bit more respectful. Stand light kick. Almost got the full conversion, but this is going to give PR Balrog a chance to change the tides early. Wow. And we've seen how ChrisCCH is willing to do that Tatsu over those ground fireballs up close. Really gonna make you second guess some of the options. Jab, cancel in the DI. This is looking great for ChrisCCH. Full conversion right here in the corner. That took off mad damage. Perfect parry, not close enough for the throw. Takes the button instead. Small damage, momentum shift in favor of PR Balrog.
Get this from Hajin as well, but it still might not even amount to anything, really. ChrisCCH is chucking these booms, looking to attack the drive gauge while also building drive gauge of his own. He knows the gap, Steve. OD uppercut to thread the needle, looking at match point against PR Balrog.
All right, here we go. Ooh, target combo confirmed. The first one I felt like we've seen all season. ChrisCCH playing really good right now. Trying to close out Tatsu once again. Reaction over fireball. Baits the move. Level 3 is there, but he drops it. He really needed that level 3. He wanted the drive bar back, and now it goes and gets it anyway. That should be it. 10
I think it's a little bit. I think it's a little bit left.
Wow, wait a minute.
Scaling is different when it comes to the special move.
Yeah, you said that. You definitely just said it. And a whiff punish with the sweep. PR Balrog extends just a little too far with the DI. ChrisCCH scores 10 for Endemic. Actually, I should just say takes 10 away from Red Rooster because it's not helping Endemic much. They've already hit their goal. The team's still dapping it up over there. Endemic. Look, UYU dapping up ChrisCCH as he heads back to the bench.
Oh, no. They got hired guns. UYU had set a contract to Endemic, all 4 hitmen after the scalps of Red Rooster. This is going to be kind of tough.
And Ajax Fidelity coming up against Reynold. Wow. Chewing bubblegum like an NFL coach as always.
It's always the gum, right?
Yeah.
It's just chewing
it's a very telling
It's running out of flavor.
Mikey, I didn't cheer against you ever. I'm about to cheer the shit out against you. Oh, yeah. You'll hear it. And you're going to hear it from me at work, too. Come on. Come on, Mikey. Come on, Mikey. Come on, Mikey. Let's see your voice. Let's see your voice.
Yo, Jury going up against JP, PR Balrog. Hyping up the team, smiling no matter what. Playoff dreams on the line. Oh, yeah, the banger.
Right through. Damn! It's an OD affair from both.
Wait, look at Reynold smiling the whole time, bro. He's eating 2 wake-ups.
Oh, no. He's already feeling himself. Oh, and he looks at him. He looked right at him. No. He didn't even want to finish the combo. He's just looking right at him.
Ajax Fidelity made eye contact with Reynold in between getting hit with the DI.
He doesn't know what to look for.
He doesn't know.
He's never played against someone like, he's still going. He's not even looking at the screen during the drive rush combo. This guy's a maniac.
I told you, man. This is evil Reynold, bro. He does not care. He's like, we're out. Looks like you're going out too.
Oh, no.
If it's up to us, you're going out too. Playing the distance game. Wow.
He's still looking at him. That was during the whiff punish too. Jesus, Reynold.
And you can see him putting a lot of preemptive buttons out there. Wow, gets the punish counter, spins the meter. He does have level 1. Tries to go for the overhead OD uppercut coming from Ajax.
If that was... I was going to say, if that was command grab, he wasn't going to be ready for it. When he closed the gap even further, I'm like, his high rate of success on command grabs are definitely going to catch Ajax off guard at this very moment.
He's going to do it, bro. He's actually going to do it again.
It's so ridiculous.
Back throw. I'm going to tell you right now, Ajax is having way too much fun. He's laughing. The team, on the other hand, looking deadly serious. They're looking like they just got some bad news, and Ajax laughing.
Listen,
no.
That's the evil jutsu right now that Reynolds put on you, right?
Wait a minute. Tick throws, they're adding up.
Listen, don't start laughing. Don't get in the jovial spirit now. That's his domain expansion talking.
Low forward. You got to spin that. You got level 1. You can do that too. You're going to spin the level 3, huh? You got a whole another round to go. And that's why he's scratching his chin. He's like,
He's talking to him too. Reynolds like level 3? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Look, the equivalent of getting into a fight with an old army vet at the bar. You don't do it, bro.
You just don't.
And you just don't do it. He's seen a few things.
He's seen all of the things, really. Fighting games?
Perfect.
Yeah, he's seen it all.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Just taking away, attacking the drive bar. You're looking a little fatigued. Almost got through that one.
Sly Grimace, man. He's just having such a good time.
He didn't get to throw this time.
God.
Bro, the entire audience. Oh!
And just Reynold just looking at his opponent every single time something major happens in his favor. Oh, he's so smart too. He threw out that forward roundhouse just to get the chip.
He went to do walk-up throw. He went to do walk-up throw. Oh, level
You're
3
actually so
confirm,
sick.
bro.
You're actually so sick on that confirm too. He's like, I know.
Big damage and burnout. What do? Overhead blocked. Gets the back throw and gets the forward.
Oh, chip damage is imminent. Yep, make it hurt. Ooh.
First dive kick we've seen hit. Okay.
Uh-oh.
What do? Oh, he gets the throw. And now Reynold in trouble of getting burnt out. And he interrupts the overhead.
He's landing the finger.
No.
He's landing the finger. No. Not in my house.
Yo, I'm going to tell you right now. Red Rooster is way too many smiles over there, all right? Look, my man Reynold literally came to derail your train. He literally is only here now to set your house ablaze and leave.
Derail? Oh, that's bars right there for you, man. That's pretty good. I see what you're doing there, Steve.
That dastardly JP theme playing, man, it fits so well with Reynold right now.
Real bad guy music.
Right?
I feel like that's exactly why you picked the character. I'm not gonna lie.
True party pooper fashion, bro. Ruining it for everybody.
Putting it in the box. Oh my god. Got a present from Reynold. It's why is it sunny at the bottom?
Oh, big pickup. Don't count out Ajax Fidelity just yet.
Not like this. Ajax still clinging to life. And it's a great start. It really is a great start to kind of brush off everything that had happened in the previous game. Really try to reassess the mental. I think that's the biggest part. Oh, man. But these perfect parries or something else there.
And attacking the drive bar once again. Such a great idea versus these characters. I like to call them expensive characters because you spend a lot getting in and pushing that pressure. And, like, if you can do an effective job of making it so they don't have those options as much. Teleport, forward throw.
Again, damage on the drive gauge as well for the punish counter. I'm telling you, man. You mentioned it perfectly. You mentioned it perfectly. This character is an expensive character. How many times have we seen Jury abuse the drive rush, right? With that presence of mind, yo, Reynold, he knows the plan of attack. He wants to make sure that the green stuff isn't there anymore. Only for him. Oh, you resetting, man.
No.
You dastardly person.
Reynold is going to command throw this guy, bro. It's not good. I can feel it warming up right now.
Oh, no.
Ajax Fidelity really needs to change the pace of this fight because it is not going the way that it needs to go for them to score these 30 points. They're already down 20.
Oh, that's a big whiff punish.
Level 3. This
not
is
a whiff
good.
punish. Excuse me. Sweet punish.
Okay, but the thing is, you just took a chunk of damage. Reynold has 3 bars.
What are you going to do? Amnesia. All right, never mind.
Oh, that's game.
What was that?
That's game.
He went into the normal. He just went into the normal straight up. What was that from Ajax Fidelity? There wasn't a counter hit. He just got hit raw.
Guys, that's a 40-point game for Endemic against Red Rooster. And, man, you
20.
can feel it.
We still got one more game to play.
Still one more game.
20.
Excuse me. That was best of 2. It's best of 3. Excuse me. Going towards a 40-point game right now. Who do you send up? Bananaken, of course, to go up against Samurai.
Oh, man.
It's still there, though.
Nothing to lose, Samurai? Samurai Unleashed? From days of old?
Bro.
Oh, no.
I have nothing to win. There is nothing to gain. Only the fight.
I am here to hone my blade.
Yo.
And to deliver bus ass.
Street Fighter League Season 6. The Bananaken meditation ritual. It begins.
I like that.
Samurai chuckles at the idea.
Banana Kendrick.
Let's go, Mikey.
Evolved now.
Let's close it out.
All right, here we go. The life and times of Red Rooster. All on the line.
Is this the final
for
chapter?
Bananaken, bro. It might be. We never know.
The final
we got to
chapter?
turn the page first. And on the next page is a one and done. And after that, then we'll know the answer. Samurai versus Bananaken. Luke versus the JP.
Yeah, we talked about Bananaken being the MVP of the league, taking out some of the biggest names we could ask for. Also in the mirror match, I feel like one of the tougher matches to kind of play off against sometimes. Oh. Send it. Oh.
Do
patience.
excuse me. Oh, big
no.
jump in from Samurai. He's got the bar, not gonna spend it, but that's a lot of damage. Little shimmy there, neutral jump again. Bananaken not taking the bait. Uses the DI, gets the knockdown.
There you go.
Level 1 to interrupt the string, and Samurai still getting warmed up.
UIU popping off for that one. 100%. Dual Kevin definitely invested in this one. A word?
Man, we've seen Bananaken walk up and squeeze a throw in between the amnesia projectiles. So great break. Wow, we've seen that tactic before. Stop a little early, clips the legs with the low. Samurai in control, holds the parry, not long enough though.
The moment he let go, that was a punish counter. That was kind of sick.
That could have been a big conversion on the side of JP, so Samurai definitely lucky. Trying to outrange the departure.
Way to commit to the parry against the overhead as well. Bananaken looking to reset at least the distance. Here comes level 2. Walking on in there. The defense is so good from Samurai too. Just nice and easy. Jump out of there.
I feel like that's one of the best ways to deal with level 2 super raw, and that's the first time we've seen it all season. The up back tech. Make them commit to a way to get in. Maybe a departure. Oh. Samurai, one more hit. This could be the first match.
Oh, he still got the cross cut. Oh, he's still looking for the throw bait. Is he buffering away for a super?
He can. You can't do DI again. You can't do DI again. Actually, you need to be careful doing projectiles. Like there. I would have... Oh, man. Wait a minute, though. Oh, that's going to hurt. But he's going to get meter back, so he's not dead. Oh,
no, he's fine.
Maybe I may have spoke too soon. I may have spoke too soon.
I lied.
I may have spoke too soon. I saw the bar. I was like, JP be kind of chipping at that light.
I'm not going to lie. Even if I'm wrong, I love that.
Oh, yeah.
Is he actually going to die or not? Like, that's so funny.
Let's go, baby.
It's actually so funny the amount of damage he can dish out, especially with the level 2. He doesn't even need the level 3 sometimes.
PR Balrog coming alive now. Saying, let's go, baby. Oh. Dashes out of the corner, goes for the feint, tries to interrupt the dash rush. A little scramble here. Big damage combo on board. The 3 is there. We're going to spend it all because it's time to go to work.
Trading off of the drive gauge as well. Equivalent exchange. Yes, sir.
Yo, you good?
Oh,
just right out of the range of that drive rush. Tried to use a phantom. Big damage on the board. Samurai on the verge of taking it. Amnesia. He's out of there. The parry. The OD uppercut. He is in burnout, so he has to do something.
Shot.
A command throw comes out, but now he's at full screen. Double burnout. Hold the level 2. That's the defense I haven't seen many people do it. I have not seen many people do it. Tries to sneak in the throw. Gets the shoulder. Chip is on the table, not any longer for JP, and Bananaken tries to dash in. Samurai says no. That is going to be game number 1 on the side of Endemic.
Team Endemic has not dropped a single game yet up until this point. That is 5 games straight from the Endemic team. Samurai playing mad patient at the defensive end, also against the level 2s, absolutely immaculate. There's been a lot of mistakes coming in from Bananaken too.
I need to stress again, it is imperative that Red Rooster wins this game specifically. This team match, this player match needs to be won by Red Rooster if they have any hope of making it to the playoffs. Otherwise, UIU's dream comes true and they get that playoff spot in the tail end. But you see, Bananaken coming back alive here in game number 2.
Oh my god, the punish counter off of the snapback combo. That's totally fine. Wasn't ready to punish the OD uppercut. Or at least so we thought. Yeah. I feel like that's a better exchange for Samurai, though, with the OD uppercut. Could have been a lot worse, right, in terms of the damage exchange.
Just basically builds the distance for JP, right? Lets him get back to his regular standard game plan. We haven't seen many successful ways for Samurai to get past a lot of this stuff. It's been more him playing like this range where you can get crouching medium punch, maybe catch a drive rush. Speaking of catching a drive rush, and in burnout, Bananaken, look at the damage.
Damn,
look at this damage. Oh, wow. Jumps back again. Burnout. Yeah.
Bananaken. Yeah, he's just already setting up for burnout. Either way, got ourselves a 1-1 predicament. But yeah, that departure was just pretty much entrapment against whatever it is that Samurai wanted to do, whether he tried to dodge it, whether he tried to block it. It was going to be a checkmate scenario. Sweep. Oh, you forgot about that, huh?
Oof.
Just repeating what Eduardo was saying.
little too late. Maybe not too close there to get the full conversion off of the dash rush overhead. Departure. You got to watch for the teleport. You got to be careful dashing under the teleport, but nice reaction right there. Walking under that teleport basically just opens up the teleport option. So you got to be really careful. What an interrupt here. Bananaken gets the screen, walks past the departure, going to make it dissipate.
Oh, no, too far off with the flash knuckle. I like the idea of trying to get past, zoom past towards your opponent.
Oh,
That's
wow.
a lot of damage
What a hit.
incoming as well.
What a hit.
Uppercut.
And a burnout.
Oh, he faked him out.
Cuidado con el
Yep. Waiting for the jump to end. Samurai with the back throw on top of it. Okay. Game 3, first round. Samurai.
For the counter hit too. That's why he does drive rush forward into the back heavy punch, just in case. A little bit of a stutter step to kind of catch any of the normals that want to interrupt the drive rush. No punish on the sweep. But the neutral jump is there. Bananaken try to do it again. The second offense. No, sir. Not going to get by with that.
And Samurai just walking Bananaken to the corner.
I would say he's drive rushing him to the corner at this point. With a neutral jump as well. Goon Squad level 2. Side
Comboed
switch.
into it, yeah.
Drive impact. No, not quite. He went for the reset, you sneaky man.
Okay. Block pressure. Needs to be careful. Burnout is there. Level 3 to get through. That is going to hit. That is going to hurt. Oh, my gosh.
A real stinker.
Oh, yo, you good.
With the level 3, too. And that's really smart for Samurai. The side switch. Snaps the neck. Put him in a wheelchair. That was actually kind of OD. No pun intended.
That camera, this camera, that camera. Yeah. Endemic. Samurai 1 game away from destroying the dreams of Red Rooster. Literally 1 game away.
Jesus.
UIU standing in the background. Dual Kevin hands on his head.
Yeah, KnuckleDu is completely invested. He's been standing up since Samurai sat down.
Wow.
And I'm liking this still. Stalking this prey. Samurai taking inch by inch. Walking him down. Checking the lows as well.
Very important playoff picture match here.
That was cool.
Drive rush. Gets the back throw. Oh, DI perfectly spaced. Here comes Bananaken. Sets up departure. He hits a button. Activate. Big damage on the table here. You're dead.
Hella dead. Yeah, Samurai, I think he might have wanted to try to jump out on that last instance where he did a whatever wake-up option it was. It wasn't a counter hit, right? So I'm assuming he wanted to use movement to get out of the corner rather than try to contest with a button. And I love that. Just zooming on in there. Full confidence, full force on the other side. Didn't get an uppercut to have him pay the fee, but it's still going to be a back throw, and I'm loving this now from Samurai.
Oh, backdash. He's going to be in there.
You're going to force the backdash. Or sorry, you're going to force the backup.
Oof, throw whiffs.
Oh, lucky. Very, very fortunate. Oh!
Tries to reset with command throw.
He's on
Puts himself in burnout just to get the knockdown into the corner. Jumps out, and now JP has a chance.
You can't do it! He was buffering that way beforehand. Oh my god. That was tricky.
The fake out. The fake out.
I was waiting for it.
Okay, the low. Yeah. Starting to add up. Gets out of the range, and now he's got a full drive. Boy, and that's not going to be enough. 1 more round away from 40-point clearing Red Rooster and literally taking him all back.
Oh, that's a great start, too. You're going to build up so much damage, build up some of that bar as well, but more importantly, the corner positioning could lead to 1 big hit for Samurai for a level 3, and I feel if that hits, if the level 3 hits, it is absolutely over.
No, you're right.
You're
so right.
close. We talked about this before, right? In the later end of the season, how many tricks can Bananaken bring to the table to continuously throw some of these players off guard, right? Some of his tricks have already been exposed now, especially the command grab route.
And think about it like this. Like, he's constantly been in this 20-point position the entire season. You know every other team was like, yo, that's probably what's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Predicting your moves, making them a little too easy to see. And now Samurai fighting for Red Rooster's life. Good pickup here. OD departure.
Definitely a lot of wear and tear in terms of the strategy involved with JP. He could only command grab for so long. Damn, that was actually quite good.
Oh,
the Shen Ender.
Okay. This is not good. Samurai at the other end of the screen. CA is on the table. A good conversion here could definitely be a good thing for Red Rooster, Bananaken, and JP. But you got to be careful with the projectiles. Like right there doing departure, you can drive rush past that. Oh wow, what's the mix? Drive reversal. Yeah, you shouldn't have did that. Weights on it. Yo, look at the clock. Look at the clock. A level 3 will stop that bad boy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nice. We got ourselves a final game between the two Samurai. Was holding onto that meter forever.
Yeah.
He did not have a chance to even bust it out. Okay. To be fair, Bananaken didn't give him any reason to. There wasn't a moment where a level 1 could have rung out. I feel like he's getting too close. Samurai actually wagging his finger to the rest of the audience. He's like, don't worry, it's not over yet. We got one more game to play.
Wow. Fireball's looking great. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Conversion spins another chunk of that drive bar to go full screen. Set up departure. Bananaken in control right now. Dash rush in, so he has to respect the departure. Samurai looking for something, and it's not going to be there. Bananaken just backs up, gives him the space. Oh.
Damn, he walked up forever.
Wow, the interrupt puts himself in burnout. He's got one bar. You got to spin it. Nope. Maybe not a route available there, but...
It's too low. Too low, I think.
Oh.
I like the... I do appreciate... Oh, wait a minute. Let me hold that thought. Fireball. That's the punish counter against the fireball. Nice work from Bananaken. A whole different look, if you ask me. Samurai, I feel like, is trying to be the aggressor, and Bananaken doing a great job of counter poking, right? The big opening... The opening moment was against the drive rush. And speaking of... Oh, Bananaken, you're so smart. No, but not a big punish. That's how you want to start. Yeah, now you're giving Samurai the opportunity to start busting down your doors.
Back throw. Okay. Sets out the Phantom and the departure. Calls out the OD uppercut. Bananaken gets one bar because of it. Keeps the corner. Sets up the departure. You got to be careful. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you're spinning that. You're spinning that. You're spinning that bad boy. And look at the damage. Look at the drive bar. That is going to hurt. And look at how much bar he's going to get back on that drive. So if he plays his cards right, he'll be able to survive another round. Oh, wow.
Oh, no!
My God.
He tried to go for the amnesia raw. We're looking at the final game, final round. 2 bars at the side of Bananaken as well. One big opener could really spell a hard time for Samurai, possibly defeat. Who knows? We've seen him come back even more from tenser situations, excuse me.
You see what I said about the teleport? Yeah, you don't want to walk under the departure because it really does make you susceptible to teleport in a lot of situations. Great block on the overhead. Samurai in trouble. There's another punish counter throw, and he is on the verge of going in the burnout. There it is. Activates the level 2 and gets hit because of it, and he's working on a perfect. There's the stun. That should be the one needed to close out. Red Rooster takes us to a final sudden death overtime. It is going to be Flash Metroid going up against Mono to keep the Roosters alive, to keep the Red Rooster army alive. If you ever cheered for him, you better cheer for him right now. And man, they are fighting for their lives right now. They're actually fighting for their lives.
Man. And what did we talk about, right? What did we actually talk about before we even got to this step? It is a 1-1 against Flash Metroid. But not only that, it's a 1-1 against Blanca. Against Blanca. How many times has Flash Metroid clutched it out in comparison to Mono? Overall, Mono has not really had a big chance to shine. He's played in various spots outside of the anchor spot, actually. He's been the Vanguard, he's been in the middle spot, he's been in the sudden death spot as well. But he hasn't been able to secure a single W yet, actually. Only one. I don't know how many other players in the league haven't secured a W.
Talking about Mono, right?
Talking about Mono. Straight up, hasn't gotten a W yet.
So I'm going to tell you right now, no matter what happens right here, Bananaken, man, I want you to know you definitely saved seasons.
Let's close it out.
Your success directly contributed to the fact that Red Rooster made it this far. And they got one last chance. My man, Dual Kevin back there. That looks like he was praying back there with his hands clasped together. But here we go. The final game to decide if Red Rooster is going to make it to the finals. Blanca versus DJ Mono versus Flash Metroid.
Oh, he was ready for the neutral jump. The background house, though, didn't get to prop him up. Didn't get to prop up Blanca for the juggle, really.
Oh, the sweep. Oh, predictable jumps right there.
Oh, you could have
easy anti-airs. Forward throw. Wait a minute. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Command
that
throw.
was sick.
Wait a minute. Oh, get
Flash.
Oh, anti-air not successful. Waited just a bit too long. Maybe walked back a little bit.
I think it was
Didn't
out
put
of
him in
range.
Yeah.
Man, there was an empty jump, I feel like, for the side of TJ, too. So
That's what I was saying. Like, I felt like he tried to go for the anti-air, but I don't think he was in range, like you said. Ooh. A little anxious on the side of Peter.
Yeah, from this range, actually, he can slide past the fireball, but Mono actually sniffing that strategy out. Damn, he's got the background house wrong. What was that?
Peter definitely trying to walk forward. Flash definitely trying to walk forward. Gets the side switch.
There we go.
Lightning Beast.
We got the install. Rolling cannons.
Set up.
Blanca-chan. Oh, no.
Puts himself in the corner, though.
Sick. Tiene el level 3. Cuidado. Does it have any more? Yeah! That's more than enough damage. That's got to be more than enough damage, right? Dilo. He does. 5 points, 25 total. Red Rooster are going to the playoffs.
Oh my gosh. Down to the wire, and by that I mean a sudden death overtime scenario. And you can see PR Balrog hugging the Endemic team, VX Bao, Flash Metroid. They all hugged it out. Endemic making quite the crawl for the fact that they could have taken somebody else down with them. They were 5 points shy of doing so. The playoff picture has been clutched. Oh my gosh. The standings, wow. That's crazy. Ooh. That's got to be bittersweet for UIU, especially considering they were 5 points away from making it into the playoffs. Champions in name only. The different team definitely kind of switched things up. I mean, obviously you can look back at the season and be like, man, what could we have done different? But it has been a stacked roster across the board. Endemic with the last second push to just, mess up the plans of every other team involved. UIU back there praying for a better result so they can actually get in the playoffs, but I think it's been clinched. We're definitely going to go over this when we get the time, but for right now, I'm sure Hollywood RobTV has words with the winners and the new playoff spot holders, Red Rooster, down on the court. Wow. Has an interview with Red Rooster down on the stage. Let's take it to RobTV.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We just witnessed the loudest 5 points in the history of Street Fighter League. Mono, what does this moment mean for the Puerto Rican FGC as a whole?
I mean, Puerto Rico just made playoffs. Like, complete Puerto Rico just made playoffs. Puerto Rico made playoffs.
Turn it up. Yo, Mono, specifically, of course, you put this team together. And so that means you are responsible for even Red Rooster being here in this capacity. You have not performed close to the level that you would have expected to. And then it all comes down to you. What does that moment mean to you, man? What are you feeling right now?
Well, I mean, it's something I said earlier that even though I wasn't performing, I wanted to be for the team as much as I could in any way that I could. And now when it mattered the most, I was able to put in the work and get that W for the team so that we could win. And it's like I said, I didn't perform. They were performing exceptionally well. And I'm like, I'm going to support. I'm going to grind. I'm going to play as much as I can. I'm still going to try to get a W. I'm not going to let that affect my mental and not even the team. Like, I never wanted the team to see me like down on my performance because I really wanted them to just focus on every match that we had. So I'm just very happy.
What is that? So PR Balrog, I already hear you chiming in right there. Your energy was infectious throughout this entire regular season. The only time I saw your smile fade at all was with how tense this match was. But by the time it got down to Bananaken and of course Mono, I seen that smile back. You were talking trash. You were hyping your team up. What is this moment like for you, and what was your belief in your teammates?
Well, you know me, whenever things are very close like this, all you gotta do is be as loud as possible. You know, Bandits over there, they are the loudest, right? I need to match that. Yeah. We love the Dominican Puerto Rican rivalry, all that type of stuff. I'm really happy about this because I can be loud too, my friends.
And then in that last spot right there, Bananaken. Oh, you are a bad man. Are you kidding me? You're going up against Samurai. You know that he has nothing to lose. They're super excited. They're popping off. They're wilding out. He actually even goes up 2-1 against you, and somehow you are able to clutch it out. When you were down in that spot, when you would lose, I would see you draw back in your seat and everything, like you would feel it. What were you feeling like when you were down in that set to Samurai, and how did you bring it back?
So I think like at some points during this tournament, I just started playing like I kind of didn't believe in what I was doing at some points, and I was like, when I was like reeling back, I think that was like one moment where I was like, oh shit, like is my game plan not gonna work again? And like I thankfully like I shook it off, like I kind of recomposed myself and like played patient for like the rest of the match with Samurai, and thankfully like I managed to make the comeback.
Ajax Fidelity. I have to ask you, of course, Mono is the reason why a lot of people in the world, of course it's your skill, but Mono introduced a lot of us to you by bringing you on Street Fighter League last year. What does it mean, man, to see your brother, to see a mentor of yours and your team captain get such a huge win for your team and for your country?
Nothing but happiness, man. Nothing but happiness. I'll admit, I was the saddest, man. I lost to Reynold, and I sat there, I'm like, God damn, I blew it. But then I have a team. That's the beauty of Street Fighter League. There's a team. And I'm like, Bananaken, he cooked. Mono, he got over there, and I only saw confidence. I saw an ass whooping, and man, from the super sad to super happy in an instant. It was godlike. I love it.
And now at this point, all of the turmoil, that's over with. It is on to the playoffs. Officially, you guys are qualified. Eduardo, I have to ask you a question. What can everybody at home expect from Team Red Rooster in these playoffs?
We are going to give it our all. We definitely are aiming for winning. I do believe we have a very strong chance. We played very well. Some of us have to tweak some things to keep being amazing, but I think the two last matches showed us the heart is sometimes better than what you're thinking. So that's my mentality now, and I hope you'll keep playing amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, Team Red Rooster has officially qualified for the playoffs. The fighting pride of Puerto Rico, and of course the team captain, Mono, when they needed 5 points, officially 195 versus 190 to qualify. Absolutely insane. This is what the FGC is all about. This is what the fighting game community is all about. And officially, Red Rooster is in the Street Fighter League Finals. Congratulations, fellas.
Thank you. Thank you.
Showtime, baby!
Right now. Everyone's got a ticket for this category party is getting a show. Right
Final game, final round! You couldn't write a better story! Get into the ring!
God, I'm low. Guard my soul. All of my thoughts be dark like coal. Up to the party, y'all don't want smoke. Energize the body. Raise up the yard. Right now.
I'll take on all of you!
Right now. I want it all. Right now.
Show me your strength!
Feet on the ground, look around.
His corner pressure is where every walk up throwing. No more games.
Time to get
Time is
MenaRD taking it down convincingly against the biggest threat thus far.
I used to be world at my command. Right now.
You want the base? You got the base! I'm getting sit down. Show me the replay. Sit down and shut up!
Admit it.
Turn it up!
I'm on fire, it's like creative physics. It's like I was born on the outer. Close my eyes, all I see is digits. This how I feel when you get to the commas.
That felt good, didn't it?
I'm emoji going the distance.
Right now. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this.
Wrap this up right now. Meaningless effort.
It's all set.
Time to work, time to work. When inhaled, coriamyrtin blocks the gamma-aminobutyric acid receptors in the central nervous system, causing spasmodic muscle contractions.
Master, it's a work of art. It's perfect.
What to do with you now? So, shall we put him out of his misery? Time for some experimentation. I bet poison would work wonders on you. I wouldn't move if I were you. Poison's on the menu. I'm finished with you. I have you. Let's do now. Here, there, then here, and...
My magnum opus!
Is my poison kicking in?
Street Fighter 6.
A lot of emotion coming from that Red Rooster team. PR Balrog saying, hey, sometimes it's about the heart, not just about the technical, especially in this situation where it was down to the wire. That last match. Oh my gosh, man. Flash Metroid versus Mono. You talked about the fact that he's been in that situation before, Mono, and has not delivered. Flash, on the other half, has delivered. So it seemed like it was one of those situations, but here we are. Red Rooster cashes its check, will be in the playoffs, and this next match really does say a lot because it sets up a second place potential spot for the Bandits. It's going to be versus Vortex going up against the Bandits as our final match before the season ends and we go to the playoffs to see who's going to be our teams that goes to the finals. And Capcom Cup Finals is that, and I really would like to hear more from NL, and I believe Hollywood RobTV is down there talking to him right now. Let's get some words.
Team versus Vortex currently has their fate in their hands. Last week was one of the most surprising and heartbreaking performances for you, I would imagine. You go up against Team NASR, and you really could use the points. You guys ended up going down 0-40. What was you guys' reaction after that match?
really want to make first place, we have to beat them at least 30 points, but we are not. But I think we can still make playoff chance. We are just doing our best.
You go up against Punk. You guys played first, actually.
Yeah.
You're up very high against Punk.
Yeah.
And then he makes a huge comeback.
Yeah.
Drive rush, EX hooligan grab.
Yeah.
Last year on Street Fighter League, we saw Punk make a big comeback against you.
Yeah.
And then here, he does it again. Does that affect your confidence at all moving forward with this last match and potentially the playoffs?
Punk also say, we are always too close. Last year or so, this year or so, I losing 2 matches, but it's not big matter. It's okay for playoff. Now I get confident with my performance, so if we make playoff, I play more better.
What do you say to people who may think that looking at Team NASR, they have, of course, the Punks, the Angry Bird, they have Big Bird on there, but even Punk and Angry Bird, then Bandits, they have MenaRD on there.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a S-tier elite player on the level of a Punk, of a MenaRD or Angry Bird?
We are not above, but I think we are almost same level. We feel, so we confident with our performance. If we make playoff, maybe we can win. We have chance.
Why do you guys beat Team Bandits? What can you do about MenaRD? And what result do you guys need points-wise?
MenaRD is one of the best in the world player, but DCQ and me almost every day play too much, so he know well look matchup. But after this match, we have to play Bandits. It's not guaranteed, but DCQ can fight look very well, so I believe him. Yeah.
You have every reason to believe NL. Of course, this is a returning champion from last year. Can that same 4 gentlemen, can they make it all the way to the playoffs and eventually raise those trophies again? We only have one way to see, and that is by playing it out on the sticks. We are about to have versus Vortex going head-to-head with Bandits in one of the most important matches of the season. NL, good luck in your match.
Thank you.
NL giving a lot of insight in both his personal progression as well as how the team is doing and overall just their performance as a unit, right? They've already accomplished a very important thing that is making it into the playoffs. However, NL, he had some personal goals in mind as well, right? Obviously, he didn't like the way he fell short to Punk. He wants to improve himself as he gets ready for playoff spots. But at the same time, he has great teammates behind him to help him do just that. He had mentioned DCQ being one of the stronger JPs that we could ask for. Funny enough, he didn't actually say that he was like the strongest one, but obviously the confidence is still there. Versus Vortex, they got a lot on their shoulders going into this right now, but swinging it over to the Bandit side, obviously they're currently in second place. Well, to secure that second place spot and to have the most favorable position that they could ask for within these top 4, right? It's gonna be 10 points to their name. That's all they really need to secure their spot and be as advantageous as possible. But again, that's a really tall order considering who they're playing off against. But if there's one that can do it, it is MenaRD. Standing by with the interview, we have RobTV with the man of the league. In my opinion, I feel like, MenaRD standing by with Rob. Take a look.
This jacket I have on right now, Capcom Cup 9. You do know who walked away with the gold for this exact tournament is standing right next to me, the bull himself, MenaRD. You smile just thinking about that moment, huh?
Yeah, I do.
Do you try to summon some of that same energy right here now that you're in the clutch in Street Fighter League?
I do. I try to, that day, I was not having any kind of emotions, all of them were under control. I try to replicate that. It was one of the best days performance-wise in my life, very dominant. And yeah, I try to recreate it. You were there to saw it, you handed me the trophy.
Yeah.
And I hope you can hand me the rings here too.
And then that last match, it ended up coming down to you yet again. Chris T goes down in a close match with Samurai. XiaoHai goes down as well. After the Chris T match, Your face looked a bit perturbed, actually, in my honest opinion.
Yes.
It looks like you were actually, I don't know, what was that emotion?
It was more about Chris wasn't giving us his 100%. I don't know what was happening. I talked to him about it after the game. He had some personal situations, but we noticed that he was distracted before he played, and then situation happened, and he mentioned it too. So I was like, "Whoa, what's going on?" Then XiaoHai plays, and he's having like stick malfunctions, like many things. So I was trying to focus on my match, but at the same time worrying about my teammates. So I was like, nah, I gotta make a decision. When they were playing, I was all in on what is going on. I need to help them, this and that. As soon as they lost, I forgot about all of that. It's like, I just gotta play. That's all I have to do. But I won't lie, like when they were playing, I was definitely worried. I was in that position. I really wanted them to win, and it didn't come through.
Now you guys are about to go head to head with the versus Vortex in week number 10. They are trying to take that second place spot away from you guys.
Yeah.
And numerically, they actually can do it. Extremely important because, of course, that determines not just seeding, but even like where you end up in the bracket. Dramatically affects whether or not you can win Street Fighter League. What's your mentality going up against versus Vortex? Some people would say that they are the most well-rounded team. There is no one guy that's carrying for them. Every single on that team is a threat. Every player.
I mean, for them to pass us, they gotta beat us 40-0. I know they're focusing on that fact, on the fact that they gotta beat all of them. Right? They gotta beat the entire Bandits team. They gotta beat us 40-0. But all that's in my mind is they gotta beat me. They still gotta go through me. And I know DCQ last time he said was confident. I want to fight him again. I want to change that. You know, I'm not thinking about winning here. I'm thinking about winning the entire thing, and I know I might have to fight them again. So I want to do the damage now. So when they reach the playoffs, they don't want to send the same guy again. Yeah.
I have not had an answer like that from anyone yet. That's actually insane. This has been the most clutch player in Street Fighter League so far, and he may have scored the most points for a single player that we have ever seen. Absolutely dominant performance up to this point, and I see what time it is. You know this is when a big dog step up, just like you did at this tournament right here. MenaRD, we expect nothing from greatness from you moving forward. Best of luck with your match.
Thank you, man.
Yo, Big Bad Mena, the bull, living up to his name right now, says, hey, look, listen to me on this. He was like, he wasn't happy about Chris T losing. Made him second guess a lot about that which is crazy to me, speaking so openly about it. And then there's the thing about XiaoHai having malfunctions with his stick. And so he says he had to forget about all that when he went to play because he know that they needed it, right? And he really did feel like the ChrisCCH thing was something that he could have did and performed better on. That's something that you have to keep on the table. I feel like Mena is really putting a lot of pressure on himself. He's been in this situation where he was the last player multiple times. Yeah. That's not easy, no matter who you are, you know?
What's kind of wild about his statement against ChrisCCH, play any better than that, man, you're asking for like even more than a trifecta. He beat him down 3-0, and that was mercilessly, man. Now, if you're looking into the current standings, you know, Bandits sending up their current order, XiaoHai first is going to be very interesting, right? I guess they want to get as many games as possible, but if you were in second place and you only need 10 points to win, if you're that confident, Mena, I feel like him going up first would have been the way to sweeten the deal or secure the deal, really.
Well, I mean, either way, they still have the opportunity to put him in this middle spot, right? And secure the 10 points, which you never know. Versus Vortex may be considering. But Shen versus XiaoHai, DJ versus Ken. First player match, let's go. Once again, this is best of 3, first of 2.
A little bit of a cautious approach from, I feel like from both players, right? The fireballs are going to be what's going to be the problem, I think, for DJ for now, temporarily. With the punish counter, you try to fake out a fireball. Guess what? Shen is reading that OD uppercut, resetting it. No, we thought interruption on the Dragon Lash. Shen, fully aware of what XiaoHai wants to do. Back roundhouse, sliding out in there, forward throw punish counter.
Tries to go for another one. XiaoHai ready, but not ready for the target. Luckily, there was no follow-up on it because he definitely could have lost right there. Punish counter on the sweep. Run stop after the light kick. XiaoHai trying to get a series going.
What a reaction to the fireball with the knee shot. It even knocked XiaoHai back from his seat. I don't know if you guys saw it in the camera. He's like, damn. You got the reactions like that?
Man, you saw like the fist pump come from Oil King. Forward throw. Oh, wow. Catches him on the startup.
No babies here. Sobot, keep it to yourself. Baby. No, no, no.
Not mine.
Damn.
Oh, throw. Oh, just holds the parry.
Oh, what? I love that. Just a subtle stop. Nope. Crouching leg kick against the drive rush again, resetting into this situation. Fireball's going to be ringing out from Ken.
Shen's look like he's looking for one situation. One situation to close out.
Ooh,
it won't
that's
be
not the
that
situation.
one.
Nope.
It won't be that one.
But I don't know about this, man. A very expensive way to end the round, I feel like. But in hindsight, though,
it's always better to clean your plate. I will say that.
Yeah, I guess so. Looking into it, too, if Shen had landed a hit, he would have been dealing out level 3 damage, so I totally get it. XiaoHai in quite the deficit, I feel like. Shen opening with the level 3 already from a combo. A big interruption against XiaoHai.
Big damage, about 45% right there.
Could have been 50.
Yep. Ooh. Okay, air slasher this time. Man, the creep forward Sobot from Shen.
TLC. And creep. Oh, that could have been so much worse, but it's great for XiaoHai if you ask me. Resetting the situation. 2 forward throw. He's going to chase him down yet again. Drive rush looking for a bait. Hence why the jab came out a little bit early. The punish counter not enough. Just a light.
Oh, wow.
Sneaky,
what a
sneaky.
DI.
You can spin it again if you wanted to. Oh! You're actually... That was a sick reset.
What?
That was an impressive reset / frame kill.
Game number 1. XiaoHai for the Bandits. Remember, all they need is 10 points to lock in that second place. Shen taking a breather to think about it. NL doing just the same. He's like,
So looking at it right now, again, XiaoHai clutching out the first game. If he manages to secure the second one against Shen, well, guess what? They secure their spot into second place for the playoffs, which is a very favorable position if you look at the standings a little bit later. But going into it right now, the drive rush, very eager to start things off. Very aggressive run back here from Shen as well. Drive rush again, forward, throw, punish counter, OD uppercut. They are not going to stop swinging. The fireball's here, but no, the knee shot over it. It's going to be Shen still using that drive rush again to close the gap against XiaoHai. No counters just yet to stop all of the aggression.
Yeah.
They're slugging it out. Look at the corner carry also from the roundhouse Tatsu.
Yeah, multiple throws here on Shen's side. That's where most of the damage came from. Dragon Lash gets him out of there just in time for the drive impact. Gonna go for the side swap on top of it. Spins the level 1. Puts him in burnout. Great usage. Parry on the wake up. Shen has 1 bar. Could use it to close out. Will he? Won't he? Because he won't even need it. Saves the bar for the next round. 1 round apiece. Game number 2. Shen with the round lead.
What I want to know is how Shen had that read to even think XiaoHai was going to do anything reversal considering the burnout was there. Oh, he knew the drive impact was there. Crouching jab just in case. Side switch. A little bit of a backdash first. And then what happened?
Tetsufuja Naita. That was big damage, by the way.
Oh, that's huge. Oh, that could have been even bigger, but no, it was a counter hit, not punish counter, but XiaoHai still thought he could go for the low forward in burnout. Now, he's going to be creating some space after that tech throw. Man, XiaoHai is on him. XiaoHai is on him.
Oh, you're dead. And just in case, still had the level 1 lined up. 1 more round and second place secured for XiaoHai and the Bandits, which would definitely be a bit of a redemption considering how XiaoHai felt after last week's match.
Legend said he was still standing after that day.
He just now sat down?
His first time sitting down in a week.
Wow, the interrupt into the level 3. Once again, the damage will be scaled. 2 bars on the side of XiaoHai. So, not the worst situation, but...
Hey, he doesn't even get the life lead still. Punish counter on the parry. He opted to hold it. XiaoHai looking for all the mix-up opportunities. Damn! What a juggle. Okay. Uppercut. Perfect time to get that anti-air against the neutral jump. XiaoHai looking at CA. 1 big hit for both players. That leads into drive rush cancel. That could be it.
Oh! He's dead. CA is gonna clinch it. 10 points.
Wait.
Yo, sit down and shut up.
It was enough. Okay. Whoo! There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, securing the second place spot, none other than Bandits.
And XiaoHai claiming the points for the squad to secure second place. And now, it's only for that third and fourth spot. We know Roosters are in there. Versus Vortex needs more points at this point. They need more points. Playoff picture already secured. But this is going to be homework. This is what you need going into the playoffs. Get a little more intel on the opposing teams either way. Chris T going up against NL. Luke versus Ken, I'm sure is going to be the matchup. And this is a best of 3, first to 2 scenario.
It's going to be pretty important for both teams, right? Considering they had already locked in their places into playoffs. If anything, it's going to be a big morale booster for both NL and ChrisCCH. Actually, it's going to go towards the winner, obviously. But still, information is information, as critical as that is going into the playoffs. And looking into it, right, versus Vortex, they're going to be the ones thrown into the ringer. They have a lot more games to play in comparison. Also, with the other 4th place person sitting down below for playoffs, they're going to be the first ones up in the playoff spot to duke it out against each other, where Bandits get to wait and see. Oh,
wow.
Boy.
OD uppercut to start off the round.
I love that. What an interruption against the fireball, too. That was just very, very fortunate timing for the side of NL.
Oof. While swinging. Trying to get a hit. Crouch medium punch. Gets the sandblast. Getting closer to that corner.
Ooh. A little bit of a hezzy. So the throw tech. Yeah, that's far enough. And that was an OD fireball, too. Great spacing, good recognition, and great execution from NL.
Great job of holding Chris T at bay. Uh-oh, wait a minute. He finds a short. A crouching short kick, by the way. Not able to get the knockdown, but they fight back to the middle of the screen. NL.
He's buffering.
Yeah, he's already buffering.
What is buffering? I can't even tell you. Maybe OD uppercut, getting past the fireball, perhaps, but gonna need more than buffering, especially after this scenario.
Run stop after the fake out.
Whoa. Didn't have enough life to rebuttal with a drive impact. Good awareness from ChrisCCH.
We saw that's what happened last time. He actually just instantly reacted, didn't have enough for the DI. Oh, wow. Punish counter, gets the uppercut, tries to go for the cross up in the corner. NL with the read, goes for the jump fierce.
A little bit of a stagger, and I love that punish counter. That was great anticipation for the low medium, and still OD uppercut. ChrisCCH not going to be shook into this corner, but he might get shook after this perfect parry. The drop from NL. Oh,
the DI.
Swinging.
Puts him in burnout on top of it. Oh, combos into the DI, not going to get the stun on the wall.
Oh, definitely not. I'm kind of curious as to why he went for the DI in the first place. I actually missed the situation prior, but it could have been more damage, no? If he had just gone for the flash knuckle stuff.
Perfect parry into the OD fireball. Gets the confirm from Chris, and he has the hit again. He's going to spin the level 3. Oof. I think he could have comboed to level 2 there. Not sure if it would have killed, but still, get the job done no matter what. 1 round apiece.
It was hard to say because he was already in burnout by the time he had expended his drive rush cancel. And they were coming from lights too. So considering the scaling, considering the resources, I think level 3 would have been just fine to secure the round.
Yeah.
Oh, go time! That's the punish counter you were talking about, right? Oh!
Yeah, look at the drive bar. Oof.
Oh, he made that hella hurt.
Oof. Trade. Stand, roundhouse.
Uppercut.
Yep.
Oh, even better. Yo, finesse and bless. Yo, I like that. Christopher Tatarian, where have you been? That was sick.
That was ridiculous, actually. I didn't even know you could do that.
Shout out to Yipes. He was one of the first to really experiment with that.
I didn't know. See, I knew you could get like level 2 after it, but I didn't know you can go into OD, Gen right kick extension to actually get it, because that means you can get a clean level 3.
Yeah,
so,
and it's really difficult too to actually time the OD Tatsu. You have to do it at a certain time as he's going downward. You can't just do it immediately after the cancel.
Yeah, you have to do it. You have to do the OD Tatsu at the peak of the jump. So
no, later. It has to be later.
Oh yeah, it is later.
Yeah.
So you hit at the peak while falling. You hit the OD Tatsu, and that's how you get the follow up. Excuse me.
Yeah, Yipes spent like 2.5 hours trying to find like an optimal combo off of like an air-to-air interaction off of jump medium punch, and that was like one of the sickest streams because that's where he really showed off Ken's potential. I feel like, ChrisCCH making it look so easy, man.
Man, the OD follow-up after the air Tatsu.
So sick.
I'm listening.
Oh, so much damage. Oh!
DI on the Dragon Lash.
Oh my god.
Gets the perfect flash knuckle.
So sneaky with these. Man, the layers of offense coming in from NL is so hard to keep up with.
Oh, wow. I was going to say no uppercut. Gets the throw steal and a perfect for the first round of this second game. NL.
Just trying to shake it off, baby. Trying to play off all that aggression from Chris T. He's like, you know what? I could be offensive too. I could be aggressive too. And I like that too. I can also punish your fireballs the same way that you punish mine.
Yep. Got
By the way,
counter, bro. One of the best ways to punish fireballs. That way you can get an actual follow-up. Uh-oh.
Damn,
uh-oh.
that. Forward Fierce. Sorry, yeah, the Forward Fierce earlier, leading to this situation off of the throws. Could have been another drive impact rebuttal, but no. Nothing of it from NL. He's big chilling. Let's have level 3. One single touch into a drive rush cancel. Could be explosive damage, could be death. And he's walking right into it. He's trying to be, in a real bulldog type of way, intimidating towards ChrisCCH, but he's not going to budge.
Drive rush back throw. NL looking for something. Kane with 2 bars working on 3.
Oh my god. How did he even get that close for the throw? That's sneaky.
A little shimmy. Like right there. Oh. Okay. One game apiece here. This is best of 3. Here we go. One game apiece. NL versus Chris T. Bandits versus the Vortex.
Just gonna back there a little bit. A little bit of aggression too coming in from ChrisCCH. Trying to fish for that heavy punch to connect. Changing up his timing as well. NL not gonna be budging towards that. He's playing a little bit more of a passive approach, I guess, with the fireballs. OD uppercut. You thought he was gonna chill. Ooh, the delayed crouching medium punch opening up ChrisCCH on a counter hit. What happens now? You get to chase him down. You thought you could fierce on that? No, sir. Big punish counter, but now the corner carry is so powerful in Ken's arsenal. Damn, that trade even better. Side switch. No, I'm lying to you. Damage.
Gets the back throw. Oh, perfect parry. Almost had a punish there. Low forward. He's got 2 bars. Tatsu to the corner. Oh, caught you swinging. That's a stun. And he can definitely kill you here. Level 2. Tetsu's Igniter. And I think a level 1 would have did it, but you still got 1 for the next round. It's cool.
That was pretty close, yeah. I think you might be right. And it's really tough, too. NL had an opportunity to stuff out the drive impact. He had 2 bars to his name, right? He had level 1 intact, but here we go. Doesn't even need to worry about that last round. Here comes the damage for this round. He was saving it all. He wanted to make sure he spent it for this level 3 to bring him to Memphis.
Damn. It's 55, bro. Ow, that hurt. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, he's dead. He's got to be dead. One more. How many perfects from the side of NL? And he's giving a little shimmy in person. He was rocking back and forth in his seat. Never seen that before.
NL feeling comfortable in this matchup. Chris T not on the ropes, but looking neck and neck when it comes to this fight right now. Looking for a drive rush. Yep, there it is. Oh.
Big. Ooh. Kind of sneaky, trying to steal away some turns. Oh, boy.
Okay.
Forward throw. Sit him down. Can do it again if you want to. Hey, guess what? Now strike throw is really becoming a threat. Nothing from... Wow.
Wow. Combo into level 3 from the fireball. Big damage. Chris needs all of this. Chris needs all of this. Doesn't give him the life lead, but a better position to score the hit. Gets the confirmed dash rush. No meter, though. Got to be careful of the fireballs. And DI on the wall, yeah.
Put him in the back throw. ChrisCCH very much so aware of the possibilities. Oh, boy. Beast mode, baby.
Oh. Hold up.
Fireballs are a threat. OD ones at that.
Oh.
He still got hit. Oh, no. He put himself in overdrive. Or sorry, burnout. Excuse me. Oh, get out of here!
Out. Luke wins, NL wins versus Vortex, that's gonna be 10.
Damn. He popped the arms in the socket for the... Get out of here!
He shakes the fist afterwards.
Damn, Mr. Sullivan. Jesus. Mr. Sullivan. What a beast. Beast mode, baby.
NL. Getting the win. Getting the team points. Once again, already secured on the points and the standing so far before we head into playoffs. This is for a little mental damage on top of that. DCQ, MenaRD versus Vortex up against the Bandits before the playoffs even get here.
This is going to be so critical. Like, I feel like if you're MenaRD, obviously you want to play to the best of your ability. Make sure you're still going to maintain your sharpness to get ready for playoffs. If you're DCQ, I feel like he's going to be able to weaponize this matchup, right? He's going to be able to take whatever it is that MenaRD presents him and use it against him in the long run, right? This is only fuel for versus Vortex. There's only more information for the supercomputer.
Mm-hmm. Especially since they've already secured that playoff spot. This makes them very strong, I feel like. Now the other teams definitely are worried about some of their other opponents. There's going to be a lot on the table for all these teams to consider. The records are reset in the playoffs. So you got to really bring your A game. All right, here we go. The Luke for MenaRD. JP for DCQ, and he's laughing it up down there. So is MenaRD.
Yeah. Pretty much going to be a good time for both of these players, considering the facts of the playoffs and where the placement is. The Bandits had secured their spot over in second place right out the gate, with XiaoHai taking a 2-0 over Shen. But now, again, this might just be the informational piece that DCQ might want to keep in the memory bank. Oh,
oof.
Damn.
Early.
The micro-step aggression. My guy was smoothing.
Best of 5, first of 3 here for this set, guys. Departure. Just close enough for you to think about it. Oof.
Damn, that was raw.
That was raw.
Step aside, departure, right in the front.
Dash rush by it.
Damn.
Breaks the throw. Still has to respect the departure and the combo drop, but the anti-air right after. Mena trying the jump. Again, met with an anti-air.
Again.
Wow.
Number one.
Oh, you're dead. Expenditure in burnout.
Good try.
Mena. Cheeky little smile on that side.
He was laughing the whole time. Oh, yeah, that's punishable. If you commit to that target combo. Really heavy start for DCQ. The departure right in front of him. Yeah, forcing MenaRD to hang back and just wait for it to launch. Or let it rip, really. He's forced to block in that scenario. Excuse me.
Oh, drive rush almost got through it. Parries the flash knuckle. Knockdown.
Oof. Damn.
Okay. Man, the pressure right now for MenaRD is relentless.
Oh!
Almost gets out of there.
Oh my god.
DCQ trying to wait for his bar to come back. He's real close to that wall.
What a jump back.
Reads the DI, spins the level 1 that's gonna be around for DCQ.
And it's so hard to contest, right? DCQ has had one of the better defensive options exercised throughout the entirety of the league, right? I think his defense has been so stellar in comparison to the rest of the rosters here. His decision-making has been so on point. Mostly the reads, as you just mentioned, he's way ahead of the game, super informed.
Gets the parry, just a small little shimmy back and forth from MenaRD. Gets the conversion, follows up with a throw in the corner, baits out the amnesia again, and DCQ is in trouble. Level 3, not gonna be the kill, but I don't know what you do from here.
You sit and wait. You gotta sit and wait. That drive rush is there, right?
Staggered on the jabs. Anti-air works out. A lot of work. A lot of ground to cover for DCQ.
You know, we could land this burnout and really get some serious talks in for damage. It's a matter of how DCQ can do it. He can't do it in an impatient way. Oh, that whiff punish could have been so dire for DCQ to start his comeback. No reversal DI. He had life to do it. This is going to be great. Already in burnout is Mr. Sullivan, so this is going to be no big deal, I feel like. But DCQ, the damage,
and he's in burnout.
The Psycho Tree. There we go. Yep, here comes the damage. Here comes the chip. Yeah, already aware of the options from MenaRD. The jump gets sniped mid-air with the forward heavy kick.
Game number 1. DCQ smiles from the versus Vortex bench. Mena, not so much. Character switch. Yo, and before he even got to Blanca, you heard DCQ say he's about to switch. So what's the move?
It's the first time we've ever really seen, actually not the first time, but it's been a long time since we've seen MenaRD switch over to the Blanca.
All right, Blanca versus JP. The character switch to make things a little easier possibly for MenaRD and the Bandits.
Oh, damn. The forward hop into the parry. DCQ also tried to parry. Really weird bit of an introduction there. Boy. Anti-air still as sharp as ever. DCQ looking to fake out the Wild Beast. Some of the feints too. Dash on in there. Does get a full conversion, especially if it's a low-medium kick.
Departure.
Another one. Oh, how did he know? How, man?
OD spike, yep.
Oh.
Knockdown. Oof. Consistently. Crouch heavy punch, anti-airs. Did get the combo the first time. Goes for the short to open him up a second time. Departure's there. Tries to go for the overhead. Nice block, MenaRD. Slide, let me in. Tries to go for the overhead. Settles on the throw.
Nice. Damn, how do you defend against that? If you're not maintaining your charge too, you don't have a lot of life left, you don't want to even risk facing off against the jump roundhouse because more often than not, I feel like that normal clashes with a lot of anti-airs.
There's a throw. Oh, wow. Dash up, finds an opening. OD lightning into the beast. Block a chance setup. Backdash saves him.
Damn.
And it's activated, but still no big hits from it. Keeping up the pressure. Lightning Beast is done.
Just right now, the cannons. What the big jump back. Look at the damage side switch. All for a misplaced Blanca ball.
Wow. And now he's in burnout. What a perfectly set up situation. And still gets clipped by the projectile. There's the stun. DCQ.
The departure is there. The damage is there as well. 2 games straight for DCQ, taking out both Luke and the Blanca. Will we see a character selection from MenaRD? He's only got 1 shot left, right?
And it's all smiles for DCQ. Cheesed up. Oh, nice.
Oh, no! And he's looking for those. He's going to make those drops hurt.
Okay. Tried to get the throw. Wow.
Jeez, that was so far away from the anti-air.
What was that again? Yo!
God dang! Yo! Cotton candy, sweet and gold. Let me see that Blanco roll. That's a lot of damage. Jesus. MenaRD.
Okay. Wow, gets hit still. There's a trade. Oh, gets the hit.
Man, that was cool. That was actually super cool of a link. Oh my God, how many times, Steve?
Situation. And that took off a lot. Actually catches the short Blanca ball this time around and tries to challenge it. Great challenges at that. Man, the consistency. Command throw this time, dead.
Flash Metroid, is that you? That was actually kind of sneaky. DCQ getting a little bit of a chuckle out of that too. All right, you got me. Everybody gets 1. But if he gets 2, you're on your own.
But if he gets 2, you're on your own.
That's how it goes, man.
DI out the first. DCQ reels back just a little bit. Oh, wow, what a setup.
How does he have time to anti-air it still? That's actually insane. That was so good.
Okay, gets the DI this time.
Side switch, perhaps?
But if you look at the fact,
yes,
look at that drive bar on Blanca's side. Oof. Forward throw.
You can do it again if you wanted to. It's the Pierce instead. Meaty as ever.
Got 2 bars, yep. We've seen the kind of damage he pumps out from this. Should be the round. One more. Yes.
And he still had a little bit more in the tank. Could you imagine?
Team match point.
True. Oh. Could have been a little bit bigger. You make me angry. You got the Lightning Beast, rolling cannons back to back. Set up Jimmy. Mini Jimmy.
Activate. Lightning
Cannon to
beat.
fake out.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
No. Regrets.
Hurry. Oh no. Tries to walk
that's
under.
a classic. Yo, how many different versions of Street Fighter have you tried to walk under a Blanca ball, a rainbow ball at that, and get smoked?
Okay, anti-air this time. Oh wow. Drive rush into projectile. Tried to get the parry. Not gonna work out. Whoa, he's really playing it on him.
Oh,
anti-air. Gets the trade. Gets the conversion now. All right, level 2. No, just sets up the departure. Oh, swung early. There's the throw. Level 3. Level 1 hits.
Departure up. No.
Overhead that hits. That should be it. DCQ takes out MenaRD, albeit we've already been set up for our playoffs. That sends a very stern message heading into those bad boys. I tell you what, DCQ with a pretty confident take over MenaRD. Bandits gonna only score 10 points from that scenario, and that is not the way you want to go in the playoffs, but at least you made it to playoffs. 2 other teams didn't. We got it squared away, and now we know what that picture is going to look like for the rest of the season.
That's right, Bandits securing their spot in second place versus Vortex, looking to repeat history from their previous performance in Street Fighter League last season, but still just as strong as ever. And again, just a reminder, these guys are technically the champions under a different name. With that in mind, let's take a big interview with RobTV, standing by with those former champions, looking to hopefully repeat going into playoffs. Rob.
And just like that, we close out the regular season of Street Fighter League. Team versus Vortex have officially clinched their playoff spot, and they close it out on a W. Shen, how are you feeling right now about this overall season? How do you feel that versus Vortex has done here at Street Fighter League?
I think we went from the first match from 0-40 to where we are. We kind of be pretty happy about it, but the last set was kind of important, and my win would have made a big difference in the ranking. So I feel happy overall, but this could be better.
But this entire season, I feel like you've played individually even better than you played last season. DCQ did a whole lot last season, I feel like, when you guys championship team to anchor you guys. This time, would you agree that there's been more of an overall team effort and you've played great yourself?
I think this year is a little similar. I think DCQ is still putting a lot of effort to put where we are today, and NL as well. I felt like the same script kind of happened. DCQ holding up to us to the spot, and then NL came out as a hero to save the day. But I hope this time I can, put in some work too.
All right, Shen, you talk about the same script. We know how that script ended last year. Do you expect it to end the exact same way with this same 4 gentlemen walking away as Street Fighter League US champions?
I think we always have a shot, and that's the reason why we won last year.
Versus Vortex officially has clinched their playoff spot. They're in 3rd place, and they're going to be facing off with the Puerto Rican team, of course, of Red Rooster. It is not going to be easy. We do not know who is going to win, but there's only one way to find out, and that is by tuning in to the playoffs. Shen, team versus Vortex, congratulations on an amazing regular season, and good luck in the playoffs.
Showtime, baby! Right now.
Everyone who's bought a ticket for this category cup is getting a show. Right
Final game, final round! You couldn't write a better story! Get into the ring!
God, I'm low. Guard my soul. All of my thoughts be dark like coal. Up to the party, y'all don't want smoke. Energize the body. Praise love to y'all right now.
I'll take on all of you!
Right now. I win it all right now. Feet on the ground, look around.
This corner pressure is where everything will go through.
No more games.
How'd you get this?
Time is now.
NephewRD taking it down defensively against the biggest threat thus far.
I used to world at my command. Right now.
You want the base? You got the base!
Right now.
I did sit down. Show me the replay. Sit down and shut up!
Wait a minute.
Turn it up.
I'm on fire, it's like a creative physics. It's like I was born on the outer. Close my eyes, all I see is digits. This how I feel when you get to the commas.
That sounds good, didn't it?
In-home emoji going the distance.
Right now.
I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this.
Wrap this up.
Right now.
Meaningless effort.
It's all set.
ジャストパリの後は投げが届くなら投げでいいんじゃないかなって全く同じ答えでしたね。ジャストパリって取った時にコンボが安いっていう特徴があるんですよね。補正が乗るんで安いんで、実はあんまりコンボしない方が、特に OD コンボはもう絶対ぐらいかな。いや俺はマジで使ったことないレベルです。使わない方がいいんですよね。ただこのダメージの補正は乗るんだけど、OD ゲージ減少の補正は乗らないっていうのがあって、その投げは漏れなくね1本奪えるんですね。しかも実はもう一個お得な情報があるんですけど、ハードノックダウン、これ何になるかっていうと後ろ受け身取れなくなるんです。そうだから次の投げも実は強い投げになるんですよ。投げ食らいますで後ろ受け身取れないからまた寄ってきてこれやられるんですよ。でこういうのもあって投げはかなり丸いです。投げ簡単だしな、超簡単、何より簡単で。
Never fear lose. And when I get up in the game, you're up here improved. A real problem, but I solve them all facts proof. And if you think I'm gon' fold, then you talking.
Welcome back to week 10 of Street Fighter League. What in the hell was that? This was the most ridiculous week that we have seen so far. Officially, the regular season is over with. The first match of the day. UYU went up against Team NASR, and they needed as many points as possible. And they started it off with Big Bird versus my boy, Dual Kevin.
That's correct, right? We were going into it with the stipulation that UYU had their chance at the playoffs, but it just felt a little bit short by the wayside. Yo, Dual Kevin not able to clinch it out. That's your boy too, man.
Yeah,
he was looking mad strong. He was looking pretty confident going into it, but an 0-2 defeat, that's got to be rough. But what's really funny about that is, which we'll touch on later, there was still plenty of chances for them to actually make it. But granted, after that, yo, KnuckleDu versus Angry Bird, I had to skip over Dual Kevin because I know for sure you wanted to talk about KnuckleDu, dang.
KnuckleDu, man, it still hurts me right there, bro. KnuckleDu and Angry Bird face off right there. I know that it was surprising to see that Du wasn't even in the final spot right there. Who was home in this situation? Was it NASR or UYU?
It was UYU in the home spot.
UYU was home. Okay, so they specifically chose KnuckleDu to counter Angry Bird because the matchup is fine right there, of course. Angry Bird is just probably the best player in the world right now, man.
Yeah, it's hard to contest that.
It's tough to beat him right there. 2-0 against Du, though. I'm not the one to talk about this. I'm not because I might cry. I might bust out in tears. KnuckleDu ends up losing.
Man. We're not going to stop.
Dual Kevin ends up losing. The world is unfair. The Street Fighter gods are unkind, Steve.
Look, it's like that out there. We knew what was on the line, man. If you think about the fact that, like, we hadn't seen too much KnuckleDu. You was talking about this, too, in the weeks prior. We had not seen too much KnuckleDu come out and play in these big spots. But like you said, they were at home. This is a clean counter pick to try and stop Angry Bird. Like you said, the matchup was there. Still didn't fall in their favor, though. But still a valiant effort no matter what. Like, I was just happy to see KnuckleDu. I mean, they are that nice. One of the best pound-for-pound teams I feel like we've ever had here for Street Fighter League.
The first team to ever go undefeated. A little bit of a spoiler alert, but Team NASR did go on to win the overall match. Zhen did clutch out for his team, though. That was godlike.
That was the most impressive I've ever seen Zhen play. To be quite honest with you, I don't know what it was.
Outside of Capcom Cup.
Oh, no, of course. We're talking about specifically in the league.
By far. No, you're right.
Specifically in the league. You know, we actually got to talk to him. There was a lot of pressure going into it. Even on the shuttle on the way over here, I was talking to him, right? We were talking about his music selection, how he gets himself warmed up. But overall, is he feeling the pressure? His response was like, you know, I'm just going to play the way I normally play.
Some people say that when they just be talking.
When they just be talking,
I believe
hype
him.
Themselves up, and now, like,
I believe
when he
him.
says that, I feel like he has, like, the calmness to go in and be like, I got this. Just let it run. Like, that's why I felt really confident him being in that spot. And look at him go, bro. Putting on for the team no matter what, though.
Goes up against Punk the God and beats him 3-0.
3-0.
Now, this is huge because the whole season, what they've been trying to avoid, Team NASR, they do not want Punk to have to play against any DJ. They feel like that matchup is extremely bad for Cammy. So they've been ducking Punk versus Shen this entire time. Now, of course, Team UYU, well, we'll talk about that later on, but he still has to worry about a DJ potentially in the playoffs if it does come down to that. So just make sure you guys keep that in your mind. They did not want to play that matchup, and we can see why. Zhen 3-0, and then VX Bao versus Nephew. Yo, the unsung heroes, when it matters most. We're going to talk about another one later on, but for this time, my man's Nephew, when his team, well, I'm not going to say when his team needed it, but when the other team needed the points, he shut that down.
He shut that down.
That's why we call him
I told you, man, they shown the content creator spotlight. They're like, we need a Nephew. And he's like, yeah, hey.
Yeah.
He was behind you guys the whole time.
All right, yeah. And he goes ahead and beats VX Bao. So NASR walks away 25 points to 20. Now, at this point, it comes down to Red Rooster. Their fate is in their hands.
They needed 25. They
needed 25 straight 30,
up. But it was literally the 25. So it going down to the actual sudden death, one and done scenario. I mean, you really couldn't ask for a closer call on it. It was sweaty though. Oh my god!
This is the best match. This is the hypest team set of Street Fighter League.
No doubt, because it had the biggest implication towards it, right? If Endemic had taken down Red Rooster, UYU would have been in the playoff spot.
Team UYU in the background, even being all hype and cheering and everything for Team Endemic, and then Reynold We need him on Street Fighter League every year.
That's what I was saying. I literally said that.
He is a monster. He is low down, and I love it. We need players like that here on Street Fighter League. And, of course, he is godlike as far as his play. Of course, what I'm referring to is when he's up there playing against Ajax Fidelity, bro, he's doing the combos, and he's looking at him, Steve.
Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Even during the perfect parry, as soon as the perfect parry happened, he wasn't looking at the screen anymore. He was looking right into his soul.
Oh, my And I knew Ajax was too far gone because he started laughing, too. I'm like,
yeah, you know, that's that nervous laugh. That's that I'm getting my ass beat laugh.
I'm hitting you with the grime, and I got to laugh it off because I got to make him think that I'm having a good time. He was not enjoying it.
He wasn't having a good time, Steve?
If there was a microphone right here, you could hear the... Like, you know, the drop of confidence went right down the esophagus.
Yeah, bro. Endemic, bro. I love the energy that they brought because they got to the point where they could not make the playoffs and they just went straight bad boy Pistons, bro. Absolutely love to see it. And then Samurai versus Bananaken.
Tell me about it.
Bananaken. What do you eat every day? I'm trying to understand.
Bananas, bro.
How do you get this good?
He got bars too. Banana Kendrick. I'm telling you, man.
Banana Kendrick.
He be using all the bars.
That's
professional.
fire.
Telling you.
That's fire. And I tell you what, bro, if you're going up against Samurai in that spot where Samurai got nothing to lose and he just wants to smoke you, Samurai goes up 2-1.
2-1.
I thought it was over. I'm not about to sit up here and lie to these people.
I thought it was a done deal. I actually thought it was a done deal, but Samurai putting it out there. He literally was like, you know what? We ain't got nothing to lose. I go evil. But if you look at the way the match played out, though, my man played so crazy, bro. Played so ridiculous.
Bananaken is just so godlike, and he was able to clutch it out. And that set us up for the most godlike, the most clutch performance that we have seen on Street Fighter League this year. Mono versus Flash Metroid. He got to play against a Blanca first to one. Mono has played poorly, the worst out of everyone, I would say, this entire season.
He was going into it without a single W.
Yeah.
Period.
Wow.
Period.
His first W of the
No
entire
dubs.
SFL season.
Can you imagine that on your chest?
They needed it the most. But it was when they needed it the most. I don't care if you lose 9 times out of 10. If 10 is the guarantee, give me the
That was
10.
literally win or go home. That right there was win or go home for Red Rooster, and best believe Mono, he still had it in his heart. Exactly what happened in the post-game interview. Sometimes it's not about the technical skill, it's about the heart. PR Balrog said it perfectly.
Bro, and we got to just make sure that we point out right there, man, and Mono versus Flash Metroid. Flash is playing calm like he's in his boxers at home playing rank. He got nothing to lose. Mono's whole country is on his back. Put the team on my back, though. He is currently knowing that he's getting smoked the entire season. He put this team together. His brother's working hard. Bananaken just fought valiantly.
Yeah, to give him an extra shot at life. That was literally the last life.
He didn't even just win. He played great. It was a clean win. It wasn't like an ugly. It's like he literally got better when the moment mattered the most. So Mono, phenomenal. So they ended up qualifying for the playoffs by 5 points over Team UIU.
5 points, man. And it's sudden death. You couldn't ask for any better of a story in regards to who would have made it into playoffs, especially in sudden death. 2 back-to-back sudden death. Imagine that. Like UIU, even before this matchup even started, they've clutched up enough points to barely make it through and really, really put on the spot. Like even Red Rooster, again, they needed to have that amount of points just to make it in against someone like Endemic. Listen, it's still no easy feat no matter what.
No, it's definitely not. And then in our last match of the day, we have versus Vortex versus Bandits. Now the big storyline here was the fight for second place, which matters a whole lot because that puts you right there in winners semifinals, winners finals, however you want to say it. That puts you right there in that spot so that you only have to win 1 match to make it in the grand finals. Versus Vortex needed to win 40-0 if I'm not mistaken.
They needed that. They needed that.
Shen versus XiaoHai. What happened, bro? What happened?
Look, a lot of people talk about what XiaoHai was doing, what he wasn't doing. He was on a big stack team, but when your team needs it the most, that's when you come through. I literally just said it. If 9 times out of 10 you fail me, but the 10th time I need you, give me the 10. I will take that 1 victory. We move into the playoffs because of it. You did everything you were supposed to do as long as we make that spot. That's all I'm saying.
And versus Vortex, of course, still, even after losing that first one, they fight right back, bro. NL versus Chris T.
Oh my God.
That was a banger, by the way.
Yeah, that was a slugfest. That was a good one. Oh, they was pulling out the stops. Chris T looking more and more like the Chris T.
Yes, bro.
Yes.
Hitting the
I'm glad you hit this topic.
The air confirmed with the OD Tatsu and then to the OD Jinrai kick.
That was nasty.
I'm a Ken player, and
cool.
I didn't even know about that.
Cool.
So that was a good look for Chris so far. That was such a good look.
It's really crazy because this is the matchup where we needed the confidence boosters for both players because we've seen how exceptional they can be feeling in their element and in the zone going into the playoffs, right? ChrisCCH easily had one of the rockier starts, but consistently brought back the numbers, consistently brought back the effort, and still being a team player, securing it or trying to secure it against NL. However, speaking of the other confident man on the other side, NL, this man needs the same exact fuel that ChrisCCH was looking for. So it really, really begs the question, the next time they meet again, will it be the same results though? Because NL, he's been slowly playing like a monster too.
He has, bro.
Getting sharper and
NL's been
sharper.
doing his thing. I feel like versus Vortex just has no weakness. And I tell you what, they definitely have a clear strength though. DCQ, I think that's easily, we can say that's the best player on the team when on a ridiculous team. At least as far as Street Fighter League is concerned, he is so consistent. And right here, he is in that anchor spot. DCQ versus MenaRD. Mena has not lost much this season.
Twice.
Mena has probably Mena brought it up himself. He may have put up the most individual points in the history of Street Fighter League because he's always in a 20-point spot.
Yeah.
So he already had like 140. He has over 140 points put up by himself this season in Street Fighter League. So he's been an absolute titan. But DCQ was able to take it 3-1. I'll tell you what though, I like the fact that Mena uses the Luke and he used the Blanca.
Yes.
I do not. I think it's great for DCQ and for versus Vortex to get that confidence in case they have to play against them in the playoffs. But I'm not trying to be about it. Genuinely, I don't know if that was full force because everything was settled at that point.
I think there's nothing wrong with.
Do you want to try things out? I don't know though.
I think there's nothing wrong with thinking that way. I think just having MenaRD kind of like exercise the Blanca to get the information from DCQ is pivotal for the bigger picture, right? Considering it's going to be a good match overall, I'm still glad that Mena chose this pick early just to kind of figure out what he needs to be done. But DCQ, I feel like you don't want to give him that confidence, right? We talk about confidence and mentality being such a huge factor in getting some of these Ws. DCQ already knows how to play the game. He knows how to play JP. Just this bit right here, knowing that it is possible to play against Mena, whatever version of Mena decided to show up that day, even though they're already in playoffs, it's still really important for DCQ, in my opinion. So we'll see. That's going to be a toss-up. And all things considered, with the lineups and the playoffs in mind, Bandits, they're technically in second place. They'll be in the home position, so they're going to be the ones with the advantage, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But again, DCQ, this is both, like, I feel like an informative round for both of them, really, but more so a confidence booster for DCQ.
Phenomenal week of Street Fighter League, guys. I mean, this entire regular season has been insane. Team UIU ends up barely not making it by 5 points, bro. I don't even know how I breathe. How do I breathe? Yeah. They don't know about that. That's
here by my side.
Okay, it's not a concert, though. I'll tell you what. Right now, man, I feel so bad for my boys, though, man. UIU, all of those guys are great dudes, but at the end of the day, skills pay the bills. You know what I mean? In order to have glory, that means that there can be failure too. And Red Rooster, they earned it. Mono PR with the most clutch win that we have seen of the season. That is the most important, the most hype thing of this storyline. And now it begs the question, does Red Rooster try to work Mono in after he played that clutch? Or do you, because the 4 people don't got to play. Can we please start talking about next week a little bit, man? Because now I'm thinking about it. This week was godlike. This week was insane. But what do we have next week, Vicious? Or Steve, I'm sorry.
So let's break it down. It's fine. So look, this is actually the playoff season, and there's a lot on the line. A trip is on the line.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
$75,000
Oh, that's a lot of money.
is on the line. So let me break it down for you what this bracket will look like. We got a nice little graphic to wrap it up in a package for you. Versus Vortex against Red Rooster is our first match of the playoffs. Whoever wins that is going to fight against the Bandits at home, mind you. And now the winner of that fights NASR at home
my God.
in the grand finals. The playoff picture is all pretty clear and ready for you to see it with your own eyes play out. But guess what? You gotta tune in here next week, twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters. It's the same time, the same address. You know what it is. RobTV, Vicious, Tasty Steve. We'll see you in the finals. Peace. Keeping this corner position pretty strong. Big Bird, full control. Dual Kevin trying to fight his way out of that corner. She's zoning in, though. You're dead.
Just in case that didn't kill, but guess what? He still had to drive, gauge a little bit of it left.
And it's CA, and shut up.
Man, that's how you feel. Dash up first, drive check, drive impact. Yo,
But he dropped it, and he still got the jump light, and that happens as a Ken player. I can tell you, I can attest to it. But what also backdash, small parry, goes for the feint, looking for a button after it. Nephew doesn't take it. Overhead confirmed. If you spin it all, that's going to be around.
More than enough damage. What are you going to do? Amnesia. All right, never mind.
Oh, that's game.
What was that?
That's game.
He went into the normal. He just went into the normal straight up. What was that from Ajax Fidelity? There wasn't a counter hit. He just got hit raw.
Guys, that though.
Sick. Tiene el level 3. Cuidado. Does it have any more? Yeah! That's more than enough damage. That's gotta be more than enough damage, right? Dilo. Cancel. That could be it.
Oh, he's dead. CA is gonna clinch it 10 points.
Wait.
Yo, sit down and shut up.
It was.
Tried to get the throw. Wow.
Jeez, that was so far away from the anti-air.
What was that again? Yo.
God damn.
Yo.
Cotton candy, sweet and gold. Let me see that block.